The NBA Finals continues with Game 4 from Madison Square Garden as the Spurs try to even the series against the Knicks. Everything tips off at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. An average of 23.8 million viewers watched Game 3 of the NBA Finals on Monday night, the most for a Game 3 of the NBA Finals since 1998. In the NFL, the Chiefs and quarterback Patrick Mahomes agreed to extend his contract by 2 more years. His deal is now worth $504.75 million. It goes through 2033. Starting in 2027, his average annual salary of $64 million will be the highest for any player in NFL history. Colts wide receiver Alec Pierce could miss parts of training camp and maybe more as he continues to rehab from off-season ankle surgery that he had in March. In baseball, Fernando Tatis Jr. just walked it off for the Padres. They defeated the Reds. They defeated the Reds 5-4, and the Giants topped the Nationals 11-10. I'm Monty Bolaños.
Elijah, put the camera on me. Sweetie.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Password.
Ack, a dack, dack, a ack.
Enter, brother.
That's right. It is the Odd Couple. Kelvin Washington Ephraim Salaam is here for Rob. Rob is enjoying a day in New York.
I had a glizzy in my mouth.
Probably got 3 of them. No buns, though. No buns, Ephraim. Just straight glizzy. But I'm not, Alex.
I'm not going to be a part of that with y'all.
Am I lying?
He's on a diet.
He's on a diet.
No
so
bread.
no carbs, no bread, just straight glizzy.
Straight glizzy.
I'm just telling you what the man is going to be eating. A few glizzies for him. Shout out to Rob. He's 40 years in the business, and one thing we learned about Rob, he mentioned it yesterday, from you got to celebrate life. Let me tell you who don't need an excuse to celebrate himself.
Oh.
Rob Parker.
Well, I think we can learn a lot from that.
I have been reminded. He reminded me yesterday. We all need to do that more often.
Yeah.
So shout out to Rob. He's 40 year in the business. He got a bunch of family and friends. I think it's going to make 20, 25 of them enjoying the Mets game. They're going to show some love to him. They got a whole section. They'll put him up on the Jumbotron and whatnot.
So he's not going to the Knicks game. He's going to the Mets game.
Yeah, he's going to. Yeah.
That's a letdown.
Yeah, well,
he's going all the way to New York to celebrate.
You could be right
40
there.
years of being in the business.
Yeah,
and you want to go to the Mets?
Well, that fits MLB, bro. But because you need to know.
But
baseball ain't going nowhere either. You have plenty of games to catch.
It seems odd.
Don't rain on his parade, okay?
Okay, look, that's right. Hey, man, congratulations, Rob.
And he's gonna have a bunch of dope hats. I seen the hat.
Enjoy your glizzies, your bun-free glizzies.
No bun, straight glizzy. Shout out to Rob. Enjoy it.
You got a tissue for me?
Welcome on in to the Odd Couple again. It is a worship Wednesday. We got a big show lined up. Not only do we have Ephraim here, we got Mike Hill getting ready to join us.
Ooh.
Bottom of the hour, our guy. We got 2-time NBA champ with the Lakers radio analyst Michael Thompson. Let me ask you something, Kelvin Washington. That's how you every time I used to do radio at the other station. Kelvin, let me ask you something.
There's another station?
There is another station.
Oh.
Yeah. We're national. That's a local LA station.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
We're national here.
Cool.
And a whole lot to get to, man. We got some NBA stuff. We got some football stuff. It's going to be a great one. 877-99 on Fox, 877-99 on Fox. Get the number ready because, like Rob likes to say, we are obviously one of the best, most interactive shows. We want you to be a part of the show. You can hit me up, K-Dub Live for myself on social. What is it? Just straight Ephraim Salaam, right?
Just Ephraim Salaam.
Ephraim Salaam. Hit me on that as well.
You can hit me, but I don't hit back. So
okay, well don't hit him. Just hit us. You can hit us as well at Odd Couple FSR or Fox Sports Radio. Be sure to check out the brand new YouTube channel. You can see us right now. Our pretty mugs. We got, of course, Elijah in here setting us up, looking good. So go check out the YouTube.
We want to know.
We want to know.
Who
Search
is it?
Odd Couple FSR. You'll find us there. Let's welcome in the Odd Couple crew because we couldn't do this show without them. We have, of course, Brandon filling in for Rob G. Rob G produced the show, but he's at home taking care of some business, so he'll be, of course, listening in. But Brandon will take care of us here. We have Alex on the ones and twos.
Alex, you're a hidden talent.
Monty Bolaños.
Who?
We'll be getting you your updates. Hey, what's your shirt say?
Where's-
Brunson? Are you all in? She got a Jalen Brunson shirt on.
No. Slow down. Absolutely not. No.
I am all for it. I'm all for it.
How?
I think it's
What do you
Jason
mean
Smith.
for
She's
it?
been hanging out with Jason.
He's
Jason
never
Smith
played
rubbed
for
off.
the Clippers.
It's okay. I'm not wearing a jersey. It's okay. I'm not going to wear a Knicks jersey. That's what I can do.
That's
I'm
the
a Clipper
cutoff?
fan.
It's weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would never wear a Celtics shirt.
Well, that's the difference
somewhere.
between you and I. I'm more fun than you.
And as she likes to say, or you like to say, everybody's got choices.
Everybody got
Everybody's got
choices.
So she's
She
making her
made the
choices.
wrong one.
No.
But go ahead.
Don't hate on the short king.
Well, let's see what Brunson. Yeah, hopefully he can return back to kind of his more efficient self. My goodness. And of course, the social media guru Elijah.
Never heard of him.
Getting us set.
Who?
You still ain't heard of him? It's been 8 years.
Who?
Never heard of him.
Elijah, I heard of you.
I can't see him.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
What? Where is he?
Don't do that. He's
He's
over
back
there.
there?
Don't do that. See what he got to do with dark people. I
He's
can't
in
see
the
him.
corner.
What you mean?
Oh.
I didn't make
He's
it
in
about
the corner.
race.
Hit your
Shame
own
on you.
Hit your own racist button.
Everybody
Look
is
at-
sitting under a light, but Elijah, he's sitting
See what I'm
under
saying?
Just give me
a
the light.
table.
Just give me
Ephraim,
the.
am I wrong? Can you see
I
Elijah anywhere?
cannot see him.
Thank you.
Man, some type of
Shame.
racist. Y'all got Brandon over there blushing. Don't do it like that.
Brandon's like, what show is this? I did not know.
Brandon's not blushing. He was in the sun for an hour. Stop it.
Could be because like between you and him, because like the vitamin D of the chromosome of the creatine, if you get it and you eat it with the flax
You
seeds,
need the chi, bro.
those two in there.
Do we have? Well, I
Do you got
it
time
when
to talk
we
about
have to
chlorophyll?
read.
Oh, well,
That's
M-Drive.
funny. Yeah,
What, M-Drive. Yeah, we might have to have Alex make us.
I'm just saying.
concoction. You get turned out on the.
I got a little turned out on it.
All right, we'll get to that. We got a lot to get to on the show. Let's start it off with this. Game 4 NBA Finals. President Trump not in the building. So maybe, just maybe, the mojo is back for the Knicks. Maybe you got fans right there. I think it's on 3rd Street, if I'm not mistaken, 7th Street, one of the streets out there that get to be right back out. Obviously, all of that got nixed because of President Trump being in the building. And hopefully they can get back to form. If you are the Knicks, that's what you're waiting on. And I said this yesterday to Rob. I think the Knicks president there, the entire city of New York going crazy. I mean, they're going crazy. All the celebrity role. I mean, just it's all of that. And I said this to you. You called in yesterday. I felt like the Knicks, surprisingly, were the tense team, the tight team. They felt all that pressure, the whole city there, biggest city in America, hadn't won since 73, hadn't been in it since 99. I thought the veteran squad felt it. I thought the younger team was like, hey, we ain't got nothing to lose. Let's go ball out. But here's going to be the key for me, Ephraim, tonight, what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the return of the 13-winning game-winning streak cat. Can Karl Anthony Towns, APB out for him? When they went on the 13-game winning streak, a large portion of that was when Cat. They said, let's hero ball from Jalen. Jalen, we got the perfect role for you. Be a part of the flow, get some shots, do what you do, close this thing.
Okay.
Mariano Rivera, this thing. Come on in. What you want? Some walkout music you want. We're going to close this thing on out, and that's what we need you to do. Obviously, you can make some big shots here. That's what you do. You're our best scorer. But right now, you're shooting 37%. You're inefficient. They've got big wings all over the place, body checking you, making it difficult for you. And that's okay because we built the team for reasons like situations like this.
Right.
And I credit Mike Brown for shifting. Something he said 2 days ago. Mike Brown said, what I had to do as a coach was adjust. And when it wasn't working, adjust. And he said, I don't try to make the team fit to what I'm doing. I adjust the game plan to my players. I thought that was responsible. His point was, we're egoless. I'm trying to find what's working, and he found it. 13-game winning streak, average margin before the finals, 24 points a game. They have been in a good groove, sharing the ball, moving the ball, putting Cat at that high post. Karl Anthony Towns, 20-plus points, 12-plus rebounds when they've won. Ephraim, Karl Anthony Towns can't get 10 shots the whole game.
Okay. All right.
Only 10 shots.
You're right.
So for me, you have to get back to that. Mike Brown said they're going to. He said, I have to make it a point to get in the ball. And here's what I'm going to ask for the big fella. God forbid once, you and I, around the same age, can we ever have a dude call for the ball? Can we ever have a dude say, hey, I got this. I'm open, got a little guy on me, and I want to dominate. So for me, Ephraim, quick last point, is in order what I want to see the Knicks, in order for them to get back to winning ways, it has to be where Karl Anthony Towns is the focal point. They're passing through him. Look at these numbers. He's shooting 56%. He's shooting 46 from 3. That guy has to have the ball. So, to me, that's where the offenses run through. Get back on track. We were under pressure. We felt it. We raised our hands. We admit it. And get back to our plan performing better.
This is what I'll tell you. Everyone was saying, including myself, Karl Anthony Towns has been amazing since the third game of the Atlanta series. He's been amazing. He's been great in every series, every game. Mike Brown did something, took some of the pressure off Brunson, and ran the offense through Karl Anthony Towns, and they're benefited greatly for it. To the tune of looking like one of the best teams in the playoffs, especially this playoffs. What were the rumblings before Game 3?
I don't want to believe you.
Listen,
I don't want to believe you.
Listen to what I'm saying. We're all human beings. We all expect things from us, especially if we've ascended to greatness.
Yep.
If Karl Anthony Towns, people were saying, if the series ended today, Karl Anthony Towns would be the Finals MVP. And I agree with that. He played like that, right? Jalen Brunson is the face of that team. Jalen Brunson, who has been the topic of small guards can't lead a team to the promised land and be the Finals MVP and win a Finals. That's out there. That's been talked about. This whole Draymond, like it's just not one person. Kendrick Perkins, the whole 9 yards. People are talking about this. Jalen Brunson hears this. Jalen Brunson understands what's going on. Jalen Brunson came out and had a game we haven't seen. His plus or minus was -7. Karl Anthony Towns was still plus 11, meaning his minutes on the floor were more productive than Jalen. Jalen finally got into the 30s in scoring, but he shot 28 times?
He's right now, I think it's 82 points in the games on 81 shots.
So subconsciously, whether he's like, I'm going out, and subconsciously he understands from a human standpoint what people are saying. Guess who can't pass the ball to himself? Karl Anthony Towns cannot pass the ball to himself, right? Jalen Brunson's usage rate, you can demand all you want. I can look you off. I can take my shot. I can drive to the court. We saw the Knicks play uncharacteristic basketball in Game 3. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is Jalen Brunson went out, in my opinion, to prove to people why he's the MVP. He went out to try to win the MVP in a game that they thought that they were going to win. So now you have a Game 4 for the sweep, and if you go out there and ball again, they give it to you. But if Karl Anthony Towns, if it runs through him and say he has a triple-double, and you guys win that game, brother, it don't matter what you do in the last game. I'm not saying I know that, but that's what it looked like when I was watching.
Here's my pushback to that. I get the sentiment because that's when was the talk.
Did you see that?
That was the talk.
No, I'm not. Don't worry about the talk.
But here's what I saw.
Yes.
I really mean this.
Okay.
I saw a guy who has Napoleon syndrome, I would imagine at times, because he's too small and not athletic enough. And a guy who the tallest human being on earth pushed him down and sunned him.
Nah,
I saw
that one play.
I saw Stephon Castle bulldoze him.
Yeah, okay.
And I saw Jalen Brunson getting pushed over a couple of times. Say, I'm about to show y'all I'm that guy. I'm built for this. I'm tough, and I can do this. Not trying to be MVP,
Semantics.
but I don't think it was the mindset of MVP. I think it was more so I'm not gonna let y'all disrespect me.
Any way you take a player out of their mindset that has been helping them win. Right?
It's a win for the Spurs.
It's a win for
I
the
don't
Spurs.
disagree with that.
So whether he's trying to capture the voters in the MVP, whether he's trying to prove a point to the other team, both of those are wrong. And both of those have the same outcome.
One is more malicious, though. One is more
man, you can pick.
Detrimental to the team. I'm doing this for me.
Okay, so if they push him down again this game, is he going to do it?
If they push him down, if it's Wemby specifically, we got to scrap.
It doesn't matter.
Because Wemby can give.
If he feels like that, if Stephon Castle runs through his chest
I'm going to tell you why I say no. Why I don't think he'll do that.
Okay, well, talk to me.
If they run into him or whatever, they elbow, if they try to rough him up and tough him up, I'll tell you that after this. That is the Odd Couple on a Worship Wednesday. Ephraim is in for Rob on this Worship Wednesday. Still a lot to get to. We got Mike Hill joining us in just a little bit. Looking forward to that as well. All right, if you want to jump into it, we'll maybe take a couple calls, 877-99 on Fox, 877-99 on Fox. We'll take some calls on this. It is the Odd Couple on a Worship Wednesday, Fox Sports Radio. But, Ephraim, we got to tell them all about M-Drive.
When M-Drive first came to me, I'll be honest.
What'd you say?
I never heard of it.
And I hadn't either, to be honest with you. But then, of course, I started to pay attention, and I was really paying attention to what was going on in my body.
Same. After 40, energy drops. Weight won't move. The gym stops giving back what you put in.
And you know what happens, right? You think it's you.
It's not. It's testosterone. It declines after 40, and it takes everything with it.
So what they did was build M-Drive, and M-Drive is built exactly for that. You pop a couple of capsules in the morning, and it's clinically tested ingredients. They support healthy testosterone, energy, metabolism, all that good stuff. We're going to have Alex make us a little concoction.
I need it. Here's what got me, though. A scientist named Gary Kehoe built this almost 20 years ago for himself after feeling the same change.
Everybody feels it. It ain't you, bro. So many of us do. And we're both working on our health right now. You know, I was just telling you, looking like you're slimming down a little bit.
Well, I'm trying. Over 1 million men use it, including myself.
60-day money-back guarantee.
We're in the middle of this, and so far,
Ephraim, it's working.
mdriveformen.com. Code COUPLE, 20% off your first order.
mdriveformen.com.
mDrive for men who still show up.
But Kelvin, let's start here, and I'm going to push back on you because you didn't think Wemby was ready for this, and I think he answered critics, he answered you. He was absolutely ready for this big moment, this situation. He also showed some toughness in the game, pushing Brunson. They're not going to strong arm him. He's a stick figure. I get it, but the guy can play basketball, and. You know, whether or not they should have been called for some fouls or, you know what I mean, being roughhousing or whatever. Mm-hmm. But not only did he do that, he delivered 32 points in a must-win game. Yet another, Kelvin, big win on the road for this young team. Mm-hmm. That's what impresses me so much. You know, like they should be down and out. They should be wounded. They lost 2 games at home to start the finals. They lost Game 2 where Wemby made a terrible turnover with 9 seconds that probably would have sealed the game, right? And he misses the game-winning shot. So should he tuck his head and tail and be like, oh, my God, it's over. We can't come back from a 2-0. We're going to Madison Square Garden, and the world is going to be watching. And he could have, you know, rolled up into a ball and just figured that it's not going to work. And instead, he put up a tremendous night. Wemby becomes the second youngest player in NBA history, dropped 30 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. His numbers 32, 8, and 6. Spectacular. Wemby, to me, Kelvin, continues to prove to me why they can win this championship, why they are where they are, why despite losing 2 games and being down 0-2, most teams that win 0-2, go up 0-2, winning 2 road games have won the championship. Mm-hmm. I'm not that convinced that the Knicks are going to be that team because, and I'm not trying to do a who's the coach of the Cavs? I just forgot his name. Kenny Atkinson.
Oh, Kenny Atkinson.
Saying that
analytically
right, it's a 3-0 lead for the Spurs, but they probably should be up 2-0, and they've outplayed the Knicks probably all but 1 quarter in this game, or 2 quarters, because the Knicks had 42 points in quarter number 2, and that was the other thing, Kelvin, that was big last night. You know, you give up the Knicks 42, and you kind of felt that, you and Jason Smith, when we were changing shifts, right? you guys were like, they just got steamrolled in the second quarter, gave up a big lead, were down at the half, and looked like they were buried and wouldn't going to be able to recover. And 5 minutes into the third quarter, they took the lead. Like, this is a resilient, young team with a lot of poise, and Wemby's leading the way. I think you're wrong. I think when you count him out and say he's too young and can't get it done, I think you're underselling Wemby.
So one thing I'll say quickly about Wemby, I think you're putting too much emphasis on my thoughts on Wemby. I told you yesterday, Wemby going to do what Wemby does. Remember, I said I thought it would be De'Aaron Fox or somebody that would have to show up. Ended up being more like De'Aaron Fox hit a big shot at the end. But
he sure did.
Stephon Castle balled out for them 23, 8 of 14, very efficient. Knocked down all his free throws but one, 5 of 6. I mean, he played very well. And obviously, Dylan Harper is one of those. He shot terribly if you just looked at the numbers. 5 of 18. But he was one of those players. He made timely buckets when the Spurs needed them. And a couple of things to give the Knicks credit, or the Spurs credit, and then to say the Knicks were shook. I think all of the noise, the whole city's here. Everybody's ready. Go Knicks, go. Go New York, go. Bing bong, all of that. The president's in town, celebrity row. Rob, all of that affected them.
Did you see Derek Jeter and Eli Manning?
Derek Jeter, Eli Manning,
right,
who never show up, or not never, but meant everybody was there. And you know what I saw from the Knicks from that first 7-8 minutes? Oop. That hard swallow we all have from time to time? Oop. The Knicks had that. I think they were the ones that were psyched out. I think the Spurs had that, hey, what we got to lose? We young. They would say, some would say young, dumb, and shouldn't know any better, but they're coming in there. Hey, what we're down to, we believe we can win. To your point, Rob, you always bring up, they won some big ones on the road last series. So I think they came in like, hey, it's on them. They're at the crib. And the Knicks looked sluggish. The Knicks looked nervous. The Knicks were short-arming shots, turning the ball over terribly in the first quarter. They didn't look like the veteran team, the one that had been up 2 and won a couple of games on the road. They looked shook. I can't stand you. Yo, you know what I realized, Brandon?
What?
We're never going to be able to just say things ever again.
No.
Like, I'm over here having a serious conversation.
I guess it was serious.
A health conversation.
I guess it was serious.
And I'm over here, look, and I ain't going to say repeat it.
Right, exactly.
And then he's like, pause.
I'm like, pause, bro.
And I'm like, I
can't even
first.
focus on the rest of it because that was just out of control.
Yeah, we've gotten carried away. And I'm guilty of it too. Alex knows this. Because
we
will all be over here. I'll be like, I'll whisper to my Alex, pause that. It is the odd couple, Kelvin Washington Ephraim Salaam, in on this Worship Wednesday. Looking forward to chopping it up with Mike Hill in about 6 or 7 minutes or so. And by the way, the world's biggest soccer tournament is here, and you can trade every match on Kalshi. Download the Kalshi app. Use the code ODD to get $10 when you trade $10. Kalshi, trade on anything. And I was supposed to relay a message to you. George Reister, shout out to George Reister, friend of the show. I was just with him, and he told me, he said, Ephraim might be like, yo, man, why tell George you're supposed to call me?
George, he ghosted me.
Yeah, and he said, my bad, but I'm going to call you.
Man, please. We trying to do business.
Yeah. Well,
we're trying to do business. George begged me to come over and do business.
Okay.
And so when I'm trying to close the business up, I don't know where George is.
And you ABC'd it. Always be closing. You trying to close.
I always be closing.
George, come on, bro.
I don't know what's going on.
Don't call him now, though, because
I'm calling.
Yeah, put him on air right now. Say that it was a pool party.
Oh, he was out there having a good time.
Yeah, it was a good time. All the kids, kids last day of school, so they were kind enough to host a big old huge pool party.
Can somebody call George?
We could do
George
that.
Call in.
That'd be funny. You want to do that maybe next hour?
Yes, we're gonna do that next hour.
We got Mike Hill coming up. Maybe
put him on the spot.
Or last hour, Michael Thompson. Then we don't have anybody.
We'll do George last hour.
We'll do last. All right, we'll call him out. Call him out about that. Monty, you calling him? Monty's calling him.
Tell him we calling him in the 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock hour.
9 o'clock on the East. All right, let's get to this. You asked me something about Brunson. You said, and I'm going to make sure I'm asking it correctly. You were saying, what if the Spurs kind of bump him around and get him, kind of get him ticked off again?
According to why you think he did what he did.
I think the thing I love about him is that he is measured enough. He, two-time collegiate champion, very wise guy. Dad been through it. Rick Brunson was, in the league. And I think he's the type to be like, that's on me. I got carried away. Let me not take it personally. I got 11 other guys depending on me. There are other guys, I'll be right there with you. You know what I mean? Like, and I know he's going to get fired up. He's going to get going. He's, maybe Edwards because he wants to prove it to you. Luka would be like that. Like what? I think Jalen Brunson, not that he's going to he's still going to get shots up. That's what he does. He's a scorer. But I don't think he'll take it as personally, like I have to attack you, even take bad shots. That's just me.
I know Rick Brunson had a thing or two to say.
Yeah, like, come on, son.
I know Rick was like, hey, man, they probably watched the film about 5 or 6 times already. It stuck out, and it was odd because we know that Jalen Brunson is a bucket getter.
Yep.
I'm coaching my sons, and I coach, 12U kids, and out of a team of 8, you'll have 1 or 2 bucket getters that can, no matter what they're doing defensively, you can get a bucket. Brunson has been one of those guys
his whole life.
In this moment, on the biggest stage in the world for basketball, in the Garden.
Literally, yeah. The game and the location.
To essentially wrap up the series, because no team has ever come back 3-1 or 3-0. You decide in that moment, oh, they made me mad. I'm about to do it myself. You have not gotten this far doing that. And matter of fact, when you were doing it earlier, Atlanta beat you twice.
Yep.
So you pick that moment. And you mean to tell me he didn't hear the chatter of Karl Anthony Towns being the favorite for Finals MVP on his team? Remember when Steph Curry won his first championship and he was the MVP of the league and didn't even win Finals MVP?
Right.
Because they gave it to a bench
LeBron
player.
And it should have been LeBron. Even in a loss,
38, 12, and 9 or something like that.
He did his thing against LeBron. Like, wait, what? Did I miss? That was there's like 3 things in the last 20 years that I'm like, all right, NBA, what was that?
But what I'm telling you is he's felt that. He understands the moment. He knows. So I'm going to do all of this for the team. And when we get to the finals and not be able to win Finals MVP?
I just don't want to believe it.
I don't want to believe it either. I watched the game, and I'm like, what's happening right now?
You also watched him in college.
I did.
He was never that kind of guy.
No,
he was just very.
Josh Hart was the guy.
And in fact,
DiVincenzo was the guy.
By the way, I remember watching him college. Like, who?
This is crazy.
I'm like, this dude is nice.
He mixed.
Yeah. He is, by the way. If he's not, he is.
Can't have no hairline like that.
Somebody lied in the
you got just look
23andMe.
I'm Irish and British.
I'm French and something else.
Yeah. Everybody's something.
Well, allegedly.
But he got a brother.
I don't know, Monty, if I believe them 23andMe. Well, black people, I think they were just lying to us.
It was like
because they know we can't trace our history. A lot of us at least
throwing darts at
like Scandinavian, and
we're gonna do some region in Africa and Scandinavia,
and you're Ghanaian and Irish.
I'm Nigerian, Ghanaian, and Irish.
It's just making stuff up.
Say what now? Okay.
I know good and well, but I can't believe I don't even want to talk about that. I was mad. I'm like, I don't trust none of this for black people. We don't know.
We don't know. No one knows.
My name is supposed to be not Washington. I have to get all deep. All right, Mike Hill on the other side. And I got to ask Mike Hill something. You were looking at it because we both got the same TVs. I saw you look at something that I want to ask Mike Hill about what's happening in New York.
Okay.
Mike Hill, New York Knicks fan, spent time, obviously, born in New York. I think he left Alabama, but New York is home in his mind. We'll talk to him in just a little bit. That's Bessemer. All right, that's right. Monty.
Thank you so much. I did text Georgie. I said, hey, the Odd Couple's going to call you because Kelvin said you're talking smack about Ephraim. That's accurate, right?
Exactly. You know how you stick to sports. You're not coming to news with me,
Man,
Monty.
she gonna have somebody fight.
Yeah, they're gonna have. We're not gonna have you with it. We try to have some integrity and accuracy in news.
Can you,
You know-
text him and say Ephraim said you've been ghosting him?
That-
I'll
that's
say
accurate.
that.
Yes.
I did put laughing emojis, so
Okay.
he knows it's
No,
lighthearted. But
he knows.
Yeah.
He ghosted me on business deals.
I'm gonna say ghosted. Why you be ghosting people?
Yeah.
Why you? That works.
I'm gonna say why
You
you
say
be
it just
ghosting.
like that. Why you be ghosting?
Why you be ghosting? Guys, NBA Finals game is gonna start in about an hour. Spurs trying to even the series from Madison Square Garden. But the good news is the tickets went way down on the secondary market. So instead of like 10,000,
Yeah.
11,000, 12,000, 3,700.
Oh, okay.
According to Bleacher Report, about 3,700, $2,000 to get your foot in.
That
So
bodega
way
worker,
down.
that dump truck worker, that UPS driver, that's crazy. They can't afford
Are
it.
we
No.
having a watch party out front again?
That's all that
But
matters.
it's only 1,000 people. So there is a watch party, but it's being controlled by the NYPD. So my understanding is 1,000 people can go.
Well, we might get Mike Hill in there in a moment. I'll explain why that is. They
Yeah.
acting a fool, Ephraim.
A little bit. They sure did. They sure did.
Here I am, all in like you with the T-shirt.
Right, we in. Listen, a lot of people are in. We in.
This
A
is
lot of
crazy.
people are in. Hold on, Ephraim. An average of 23.8 million viewers watched Game 3 of the NBA Finals. on
Football
Monday night.
numbers.
18 of it is New
Football
York.
numbers.
Yeah, the most for a Game 3 since 1998.
Okay.
Okay.
Regular season Browns Carolina numbers.
Listen.
Don't do that. Can you compare apples
So
to apples,
rude.
sir?
I'm just saying.
So rude.
It's true though.
And you ain't even football. Yeah, I know you played in the NFL, but you like basketball.
I
more.
do. I love
So
basketball.
all right then.
All right, then. Quickly here, guys, in NFL news, Patrick Mahomes is going to make a lot of money. No shocker there. He and the Chiefs have extended his contract by 2 years, so his deal now is $504.75 million. And in 2027, his average annual salary is going to be $64 million, the most for any player in NFL history. So congrats to you, Patrick Mahomes. In baseball, guys, Phillies lead the Blue Jays right now 1-0, top of the second inning. Max Scherzer has reached 3,500 strikeouts, 11th pitcher to do so. Back to you guys.
Hall of Fame, right?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
First ballot?
Absolutely.
Yeah, the other 10 guys are in the Hall of Fame too.
First
Yeah.
ballot?
Yeah.
He should be.
Yeah,
All right.
of course.
There we have it. Monty, thank you. Odd
Yes.
couple. Rob is out. We got Ephraim in, Kelvin Washington on this Worship Wednesday, joined by our guy, Mike Hill, Fox Sports 1 host, New York Knicks superfan. Go New York, go New York, go. What up, Mike?
Game time, baby. I'm in game mode. I'm focused right now, man. I'm not
Man,
gonna be
get
all
outta
hyped up
here
and
with-
everything like that. I'm focused,
Hey,
man.
he acting like
This
Jamie
is a
Foxx in the-
must-win situation for my Knicks tonight. Why y'all bothering me right now? I'm good. What's up, fellas?
Hey, all right, we got to start here. We can get to the X's and O's and what you saw in Game 3 or what you saw through the first 3 games, but I got to ask you this. Can you tell the Knicks fans to relax? Why are they beating up people walking around with Spurs jersey on? What's come on, Mike?
I mean, you know what? There's fans and there are fanatics, man. Then they're just damn fools. And the people that did that the other night are just damn fools. There's no place in sports or anywhere in society for anything like that, man. Like, I understand you love your team, you ride for your team. I die for my team. I'll go to bat for my team, but I'm not catching a case for my team. I'm not catching felonies for my team, man. That is not showing your loyalty to a team because somebody's wearing a Spurs jersey. How would you like it if you went down to San Antonio and a group of San Antonio Spurs start beating the hell out of you? That's no way to conduct yourself, man. Let's just go out there, win. I know the city's going to be crazy if they do win this championship. It's been a long time. I can understand the angst. I can understand the anxiety or whatever, man. But let's have fun and enjoy the Knicks having this remarkable season and not destroy because a couple of fans, a couple of stupid idiots out there are doing dumb things.
They
Well
can't
said,
do
brother.
it.
Well
It's not
said.
a couple. It's thousands of people just out of control.
Yeah, well, you know, they got 8-9 million people in New York, and most of them are New York fans, man. So, you know, look, I understand it's dumb. You know, I agree with you, man. And like I said, it's like 20 of them got arrested, and there's maybe tens of thousands of people down there trying to enjoy themselves, and then you get a group of just rowdy, stupid, ignorant fools that just want to cause trouble and just want to show their allegiance for the orange and blue. They're the main ones that screaming at Jalen Brunson for having a bad game in Game 3 or whatever, whatnot, but they want to beat up a Spurs fan who wearing a Victor Wembanyama jersey walking down the street, supporting and celebrating his team in a big win. Now, am I going to be somebody that's a Spurs fan? And am I going to walk through a crowd of Knicks fans? No, probably not. Just like Raider Nation, I understand they do certain things like that in certain stadiums. But once again, there is no place, not just in sports, but in society, for something like that. So people just got to be cool and stop doing ignorant stuff. Dumb stuff.
The bad thing about it is win or lose the finals, the Knicks fans,
New York is going to get tore up.
It's going to be a problem.
one way or the other.
We already know. Win or lose, it's a wrap. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's move on. Mike, being a Knicks fan, what did you see? What did you see different from the Knicks in the previous 13 games to what they showed up with in Game 3 of the finals?
I saw a totally different team, man. It seemed like in the beginning, and I know the Spurs have thrown the first punch in the first couple of games of the series, first 2 games of the series, and the Knicks were able to come back. I saw a Knicks team that felt like they could do the same thing in Game 3. I saw a Knicks team that seemed like they were more overwhelmed by the hype in the crowd than the young Spurs were in that first game. I also saw a Knicks team that on offense did not do the things that they have become accustomed to over the last 13 games that moved that ball so well. I saw Jalen Brunson dribbling the ball for 18 seconds and then trying to get a shot off over 2 defenders, trying to create some of this stuff. I saw Jalen Brunson. I put Game 3, and I love Jalen. Don't get me wrong. He is not having the series that he needs to have to try and lead his team to his first championship in over 50 years. I saw Jalen Brunson in my mind seeming like, okay, I have not had the first 2 games. I want to win the MVP of this championship.
Speak on it, Mike.
Do MVP things, and that is not what is going to help this team win. This offense has to run the ball, hopefully through Karl Anthony Towns, get him a little bit more involved. The fact that he had an off game and Jalen Brunson was shooting, bricks and throwing the ball up the way he was and dribbling as much, let you know that the offense wasn't in sync. Therefore, other players like Mikal Bridges couldn't do his thing offensively. Deuce McBride, who hasn't had a great game so far in these finals, wasn't able to get off. Even Landry Shamet in his open threes, where it's not knocking out. When the ball is moving around the perimeter like it has been for the Knicks in those previous 13 games, that offense seems unstoppable. And then on the defensive end of things, man, they just weren't getting around screens. They weren't fighting through the screens like they usually do, man. I didn't see anything from Mikal Bridges. And I'm not trying to put everything on him, but I understand he got 2 early fouls in that game, in Game 3. But I didn't see anything on the offensive end, and I damn sure didn't see anything on the defensive end. That has got to stop. He and OG Anunoby, I've said this from the beginning, are the keys to the Knicks winning this series. We know Cat's going to get his eventually. We know Jalen's going to get his and show up when he needs to. But those 2 guys, when they play well and Josh continues to play and be the heart and soul of this team, the Knicks can win this championship. But those 2 got to show up. OG showed them in Game 3. Mikal Bridges did not.
Let me go here. Of course, Mike Hill.
I love that take. I love that take.
I ain't like it.
Kelvin didn't like that.
Did you
no,
text him
I ain't
what you
texting
said?
nothing.
We argued
Mike knows
about
what
that.
he's doing.
We
okay?
argued. I said, well, I didn't feel like rehashing it, but you said a point to him about that MVP love, and maybe Jalen was feeling some type of way. I don't want to buy it. I just don't think he's that type of guy. I thought it was more personal because they were throwing him all over the daggone court, and he just was like, I'm going to prove it to them. Let me go here. Mike Hill on with the odd couple. Kelvin Washington, Ephraim Salaam in for Rob on this Worship Wednesday. I'm going to go to the other side of this, and this is with the Spurs. You've been covering hoops, watching hoops your whole life like us. I don't know if I can think of, and the Thunder would be the only answer if I had to think of somebody, a team this young that is almost this young and dumb and believe they can win it. Like, technically, you're like, no way, you're not supposed to win this. But they're 22, 21, 20 when you're looking at their best players. Obviously, De'Aaron Fox at 28. But this young squad has the nerve to be in the finals and making it a series. Have you seen anything quite like this?
No. I mean, you brought up the Thunder from last year being a young team, and they had that togetherness, and it was almost like, hey, we're in Oklahoma City. We have nothing else to do. We might as well be friends and family and do everything on the basketball court and win a championship.
But the difference, real quick, Mike, real quick, is that SGA at that time was like 26, 27. You had Hartenstein, who was starting. He's 28. Like, they had at least some guys that were your best players older. Your best player is 22 and Wemby, first playoff go.
Yeah, and most of their best players are under 25 years old. You're talking about what Dylan Harper's been able to do. You're talking about what, you talk about Wemby. You talk about all the players that are really stepping up right now for that basketball team. Of course, you talk about Stephon Castle, man, who's been unbelievable in this series on both ends of the court. You talk about that core 3 right there alone, man, has been incredible. And like you said, they're not afraid, man. I don't see any fear in their eyes. And Ephraim can speak on this more so than anything as a former athlete, man. There is an intangible, man, that comes along with being an athlete. You can have all the skill set in the world, man, but if you don't have that heart to go along with it, man, you're not going to be the great player that you can be. These guys, that core group of guys, They have the heart, and they got a nastiness to them, and they got a will. The fact that Stephon Castle says, I expect in his second season, I expect to win the next 3. I expect, even after they beat us the first 2 games at home, I expect us to come in there and win 4 straight. That is what you want to hear out of players like that. Even though Wemby has done some, some kind of dirty stuff here and there, like marginal stuff or whatever, throwing Jalen Brunson, I like the nastiness that he has that he plays with. I would like to see the Knicks come out with that same kind of fire, that same kind of energy, that same kind of heart, that same kind of fight tonight to protect their home court. Because once again, winning tonight's game, I believe he's going to win the series. So, yeah, to answer the question, Kevin, I have not seen anybody or any team this young play this well with this type of tenacity, with this type of focus, with this type of attitude. And, man, look, if the Knicks don't get it this year, if this Spurs team and this core sticks together, it's going to be a long time before anybody can say that they're going to have a run in the NBA, because it's the Spurs era, man. As long as they stay healthy and they stay together and don't go off and create or get their heads and get a big head, this is going to be a long run for the San Antonio Spurs.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna end it here, big dog.
Appreciate
Your phone's
you,
starting
Mike.
to break up a little bit at the end, but hey, we got you, man. We appreciate it. I know for you, it's go New York, go New York, go. We'll have to wait and see, about an hour away from tip-off of Game 4. Appreciate you.
That boy from Bessemer, Alabama, he don't know nothing about no Knicks.
He still reps in New York.
I know. Love Mike Hill, man.
Oh, yeah, great brother.
Been a co-host of mine for many years, known him as a colleague for a long time.
Yep. Shout out to Mike, great dude, man. Just before we break, any quick point from anything he said you want to jump on?
No, but it made me aware that I wasn't on the wrong page.
No, I don't think
other people
may
saw what I saw, which was counter to what the Knicks have become.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it stuck out. I'm like, oh, what's happening? So as I'm watching him dribble the shot clock out and taking these shots, I'm like, well, he's open. There's no ball movement. No one's cutting. The cat is just standing there. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, this doesn't both. They played directly into the hands of the San Antonio Spurs.
Cat has to get 15 to 20 shots. Cat has to be the MVP of this finals.
They can't guard him. Nobody can guard him.
He's too versatile. Get to the hole, mid-range, jump hook, dunk, free throws, three-pointers. He has to be aggressive. It can't just be, well, I look kind of low. This is the finals. I'll give you a Tuesday night in January.
They lose this game, brother.
Exactly. So I expect him to come out and show out tonight, man. He's got to give me around 24 and 14, that kind of game from him. Really good defense. Wemby's going to get numbers, but make it hard on him. That's what I expect to see. But this is going to be a good one. And hit last point real quick. Ephraim, I don't know if I've ever seen stone cold killers that are 20, 21. I mean, Stephon Castle is like a 7-year veteran the way he plays and doesn't care and checks people 94 feet, talks smack, runs over Brunson. Like what 2-year, second-year veteran player, I should say, runs over a guy like a Brunson and whatever.
I think it's the leadership. Victor Wembanyama.
I go from maybe even top down, like the whole organization.
What I'm telling you is their best player is about that life.
He is.
And when that happens, you'll be surprised because now you have to, as an athlete, you have to live up to a standard.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
If your best player is about that life and you're not, that's a good way to find another job.
Not to mention when your best player put the hit out.
Bro, you saw it.
Hey, man, go lay them out.
Hey, man.
Hey, Biombo.
Hey.
What's the other Plum? We ain't even seen Plum. I didn't even know Plum was on the team.
That moment changed that whole series.
He's a, hey, man.
That moment changed that whole series at the end of the game when Bismack Biombo and Plumlee went in there.
Just laying out McCain.
And cannonballed his back. Hey, man, but look, they came out with a different level of intensity the next game, starting with him.
Mm-hmm.
You watch that game 3, the first 2 plays were plays at the rim for Victor Wembanyama.
The one thing that'll be interesting, foul trouble. Like, how are the refs going to watch Wemby specifically? Because to Mike's point, he's gotten away with a lot. The league has let some things slide.
He hasn't gotten away with a lot. They've gotten away with a lot on him. That's the difference. If they call this thing like that, the Knicks are really going to be in trouble.
No, I'm not arguing with that, but I'm saying
that one with we're putting a whole lot of emphasis on the
only
one
why because it's big. He would have been out a game.
No, he wouldn't have.
If he gets, because he has the other flagrant.
If he would have got another one, if that was a flagrant one, if he would have got another one, then he would have been suspended. He would still be playing right now, even if that was upgraded to a flagrant.
Even with the previous
yes.
flagrant.
So what I'm telling you
By the way, can we agree this? Can we at least agree that was a flagrant?
I loved it though.
No, I agree with that.
Yes,
can we agree
100%.
Okay, that's all I asked.
Did you see him laugh in Brunson's face after he did it?
Yeah.
Yes, man. Guess what? If that's your leader, we good. I'm going.
I love the 80s, 90s feel of
Come
this.
on, bro.
This couple series.
Patrick Ewing was on the pregame show, and he was like,
yeah, I love it.
I wish somebody would have done that to Starks. I would have. Yeah, but
Bill Laimbeer somewhere smiling in a rocking chair.
Draymond Green himself
Charles
said,
Oakley, if they could just let him in.
If someone would have grabbed Steph Curry by the neck and threw him down,
Building went down.
I'm getting kicked out the game.
100%, which is interesting how the Knicks responded. All right, we got a break here. Tyrek play of the day on the way. Plus, and somebody didn't get invited to the White House. We'll explain. It's the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
Well, I'm going to go. We will get to that, but I'm going to go here. And last night we saw why people have always questioned and wonder if the Knicks are going to win a championship. And Kelvin, I'm here to tell you, but the reason the Knicks will lose this series will be because of Jalen Brunson. I believe that. If we go back to the Jalen Brunson Knicks and hero ball and dribble, and either shoot it or force it to a teammate late in the shot clock for it to put up a shot, then the Knicks are going to lose this. And we got a glimpse of that last night. Wait a minute. He scored 32 points. He matched Wemby, right? Mm-hmm. No. Kelvin, that's not what they were doing, right? No. That's not when they were winning 13 in a row, a baker's dozen. They weren't doing that. And here we are back in the same situation. And I'll give you the bad Brunson numbers. His 38% usage rate through 3 games is on pace to be the highest in final series since LeBron in 2015. That was 38.9. Mm-hmm. Brunson has more turnovers, not than a bakery, than assists. He has the same amount.
That's a no-go. Yeah,
13 turnovers, 13 assists. No good. Brunson has scored 82 points in the series. You ready? On 81 shots. 82 points on 81 shots.
I don't want to take that data.
Shooting just 37% from the field. Brunson's plus minus. They're talking about, remember? People were saying in New York, he's the greatest Knick ever. They wanted to put him up as the greatest Knick ever without even winning anything because he helped them win game 1 in San Antonio. People were talking crazy. Kelvin, plus minus in the series, minus 14. Guess what Cat is? Plus 31. Who's the real MVP at this point? Mm-hmm. Brunson is the first player in NBA history to record the following numbers in a 3-game span. 80-plus field goal attempts, sub 40% field goal shooting, and 12 or more turnovers. When guarded by Stephon Castle, you ready, in the NBA Finals, Brunson is shooting 31%, 6 turnovers, and 4 assists.
Yeah,
if the Knicks don't win it, if the Knicks don't win this series, Kelvin, it'll be pretty obvious as to what went wrong, and that will be Jalen Brunson. As much as they love that guy, and he's made shots for them, and he's won games in the fourth quarter. What do you have, 13 or 14 in game one in the fourth quarter?
Yep.
I get it. But there's a lot of bad Brunson stuff out there as well.
Here's the challenge, Rob. Here's what he's fighting with. He's fighting with Mighty Mouse syndrome. And what I mean is, when Wemby pushed his head down, it was as if he was sunning him. Get your little butt out of here. And then when you get Stephon Castle, remember you saw that when I think we were next to each other, when he just blew through him?
Yep.
Ran him over. Get your little butt out of here. And I think he was getting big dog game. And the problem with that is, when you have the Napoleon Mighty Mouse syndrome, you take it personally, and what you want to do is prove, no, I'm tough. No, I'm better than that. I'm stronger than that. And, of course, his version of fighting back is with volume. His version of fighting back is with shots. His version of fighting back is by proving to you, I'm gonna take you out via the buckets and winning this game. The problem with that is, you're going against the program. I've been giving Mike Brown credit because he has switched the program. He understood what he had success. What he saw being a Warriors assistant coach was how they run out that high post. They'll throw it to Draymond. They throw it to Andrew Bogut, David Lee, all those guys. And then you also see, of course, what they do with Sabonis when he was up with Sacramento. A lot of success there. Sabonis would be one of the better guys in the league getting triple-doubles because going out of that, Cat started to get near triple-doubles, get a lot of assists. Obviously, he's going to board. He's going to score. When they ran the offense through that, Jalen Brunson, part of being that combo point guard kind of thing is he forgot. And here's what I mean. There's no way I can look at my second best player, Karl Anthony Towns, and say, my man hasn't scored in the fourth quarter. That's on me. I got to set him up a time or two. Fox Sports Radio, shout out to Mike Hill. Appreciate him joining us. It's the odd couple, Kelvin Washington Ephraim Salaam, who's in for Rob. Rob enjoying some time away in New York City. But no, he is not at the Knicks game. He's at the Mets game with his fam and friends. Enjoying 40 years in the business. So shout out to Rob.
40 years. How many you got in?
21.
I have 29.
29, yeah. 40. But that's the good thing about what we do, like you now being on this side. You had a date for football. There was an expiration date at some point.
Yeah.
This side of it, you can 30 years if you
I can keep going, yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Look, it's fun. That's why I've been doing it for so long. People think I just jumped on the mic one time and then no, I started in live TV.
I used to see you all the time.
So it's I'm seasoned. People are like, man, you really no. I pride myself on being in the know of all sports because I like to work year round. A lot of football guys
Good point.
have an off
17
season.
weeks.
They have an off season, right? No. I'm going right into NBA All-Star. I'm going right into baseball starting up, spring training. I'm going right into the playoffs, going right into the NBA Finals. We'll talk the draft and a little, all of that. I love sports, man, and I wanted to be retired from football and have a voice across sports. That's fun to me because I am a fan.
Yeah, that's the key part too, man. I think, and I talked about this. The reason why, like, I picked the Knicks first from a basketball, like what I think. But then also I said it's just great for hoops. When New York is they haven't been great. They pop up every now and again. Amazing. Okay for a couple years. So it's been great just to see the atmosphere, to see the vibe, to feel New York, and except for we talked about those idiots out there beating people up. That's just crazy. But so for me as a fan of hoop, when Madison Square Garden is rocking, it feels different. And every sport has that thing, in college basketball, if Duke is great, North Carolina great, you feel that. When the Lakers are right and the Knicks.
When the San Diego State is popping.
When San Diego. Yeah. Look, I can't say it in Eastern Michigan. All right, real quick, let's get to this tie rack play of the day.
Montgomery hits a fly ball pretty well. Deep left. And it is gone! He's won it! No chance! An opposite way!
Sound like that was Game 7 of the World Series.
Like, what, is it over?
Did I miss something? I'm watching these teams play right now. That felt like the World Series right there.
That's awesome, though.
White Sox Radio Network on the call there. That was your Tire Rack play of the day. And for over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, for what, and for where they drive. Ship fast and free. Backed by free road hazard protection. Check them out, TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
We are Fox Sports.
It's the Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with 1.5 of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong.
You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice.
And, of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion. Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King.
The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun.
I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
Something
Game 4 of the NBA Finals tips off from Madison Square Garden at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time as the Knicks will be hosting the Spurs, and New York leads the series 2-1. An average of 23.8 million viewers watched Game 3 of the Finals on Monday night, the most for a Game 3 of the NBA Finals since 1998. In Major League Baseball, it was a good day for Bryce Eldridge and the Giants.
Bases loaded, nobody out. The pitch. Swinging. There's a high drive down the right field line, deep into the corner. It's a grand slam! I can't believe it! The 21-year-old Eldridge has electrified Oracle Park. It's a game-ending grand slam!
You heard it on the Giants radio network. They topped the Nationals 11-10. Right now, the Dodgers lead the Pirates in Pittsburgh 2-1, top of the 5th inning. I'm Monty Bolaños.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
It is the Odd Couple.
Yes, it is.
On a shut up. Worship Wednesday.
Hey, man.
Kelvin Washington Ephraim Salaam in for Rob on this Worship Wednesday.
I'm just a guest here.
You know, but what's more like a free? You're like, you know what you're like? Half baked. You're a guy on the couch. You ever see? You're just here.
Yeah,
like
I'll be on the couch.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is tap my shoulder.
Ephraim, what you think about the? Hey, let me tell you. I think this. I think that. Shout out to Mike Hill last hour. We got Michael Thompson, two-time NBA champ, Lakers radio analyst. Oh, Michael Thompson's awesome, man. And of course. Just a hilarious, just a good dude. If you're not familiar with him, you should be. If you have never really heard him on the radio, you'll enjoy that, talking to him in about 28 minutes or so. And then, Monty, did we get any confirmation from George? Alex, can you hit Monty for us?
All he said was, okay, what time?
All right.
There we go.
George Reister, sometimes wrongster, is going to join us. Brandon, don't forget that. He'll join us at
what time should I tell him?
9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific. Okay. We'll talk some smack with him. Obviously, George Reister's got his show. He
got George doing everything.
He is doing it and hosting a pool party.
I
don't know how he might be. Let me tell you, I don't know what George we're gonna get.
George, man.
So that'll be.
George was a great teammate too. I knew young George back in the day. He's a great family.
He thumbs upped it.
Yeah,
he's ready.
Okay. All right,
sisters, mother, dad, everybody's great.
We no longer call it the.
Stop.
It's Josh Hart.
Oh wow.
Oh no, he did not. He didn't do. He approved.
Okay,
he approved.
I like that.
He approved.
Keep your fingers out of the pot.
All right. By the way, check us out on YouTube. All you got to do is search the Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Elijah making us look good and throwing up Elijah.
Who?
Elijah, the dude back there.
Never heard of him.
My son's name Elijah. I thought he was in here. I'm like, Elijah, what you doing?
And by the way, Elijah, stop doing that. It's racist. Elijah, I see you with the little lower thirds. You know, I do TV every morning. You put the little lower thirds. Put it up on YouTube on one of us. You had it on. Look at that. Ephraim Salaam, 13-year NFL veteran. Look, can I get one?
No.
What you gonna put?
No.
Put award-winning 21-year TV radio veteran.
Oh my God.
Can I have a moment?
You can take your moment, sir.
Monty, is this why you can't do shows with pros?
They
always hating on us.
Take your moment.
Always hating on us.
Hater. I thought Laker fans were happy because you have LeBron and Luka. Why are you such a hater?
Yeah.
I'm not a hater. I'm a realist.
No, you're a hater. Hater.
When someone just for the entire NBA season is just excessively just
excited.
Just Clipper, everything.
He's tripping.
And then shows up with a Brunson Knicks shirt. I just don't get that.
4 minutes of a conversation weekly where I'm defending the Clippers and he's talking smack on the Clippers.
You're defending
4
them.
4 minutes weekly.
You're
is what we get
defending
into.
them with everything you
are. The way I will offer Monty some bail and some grace.
Thank you.
Is because it is a vertically challenged United. Like they're united.
We're united.
It's the small man. I was like that. Still am. Not huge, but I was 4'11" in high school.
When did this happen?
Just because you're 3 inches.
So you don't get it. You don't get it.
Just because you're 3 inches shorter than Wemby.
Look, I was 5'9". I was 5'9" in my freshman year in high school.
Okay.
5'9".
So you really don't get it.
That's not short.
I was 6'5" at my senior year, but you know, and then grew
Everybody makes choices.
3 more inches. But that, you know,
Be taller.
who knew?
Be taller.
Be taller.
Make choices.
Be taller.
Just be taller.
Be taller.
I blame
Why
your
didn't I think of
parents.
Hey, don't say
Why
that.
didn't I think of that?
Because you know
I
it's the
blame
dudes
your
going to
parents, man.
Turkey, getting an extra 3
You gonna
inches
get
on
your
the
3
knees
inches.
and legs.
Monty, you can go get 3 inches.
I'm good.
That's not.
Pause.
That was kind of crazy.
No, you.
I
I
ain't gonna lie, that was
I had
kinda
a
crazy.
pause over here. That
Hey,
I
stay
heard.
Did anybody ask you? Keep it over here. Okay, Alex will know this. Alex, what do we call you to Rob? You're the what?
Fluffer.
Oh
See?
Lord.
He it's okay.
Just know this.
Can we hit the
The
button?
shows are good when I'm here. I'll
Can
just
we
say that.
hit the button?
We're close to Chapman.
Pause.
No, see, I told you he owns it. You can't put him back in the
Do we
closet.
know what a Monty knows what a
We know
I'm
what a
sure
fluffer is.
Oh, okay, cool,
Okay, we know.
cool.
Ephraim. Just don't raw dog me now, okay?
Okay, I don't know how to respond
Okay,
to that.
all right.
I don't know.
And so the next topic here,
I don't even know how to respond to that.
the next topic
Knicks,
here.
Knicks.
Oh,
All right.
let's talk Knicks.
So check this out. Let's get to this. There's been you and I. It's been so long, to be honest with you. You and I, Rob and I, have a wing bet on this one. I believe Giannis will be traded at some point before the season starts.
Yes.
He doesn't. We'll see. There's been talks right now. The latest talk is with Miami. They're saying there's some reports he personally has interest in Miami. There's obviously talk with Miami. The conversation becomes, well, what do you have to give up? Tyler Hero, a couple other players, and some picks to get him, so on and so forth. But that's an interesting one because there's also folks wondering, well, what was the more likely one prior, say, 8 months ago? Karl Anthony Towns.
Yes.
So the conversation started to become, well, that seems like a good pick, a good match, I should say. Go ahead.
But they don't have any the first round picks because Mikal Bridges.
Mikal.
So they,
I like
that
Mikal, but
never
that's
was
still
a,
crazy.
That never was a thing that the Knicks could pull off because they don't have the assets outside of players.
But we know somehow things work out, three-way trades. You can still make things happen. So the question starts to become, and there's been a little bit of reporting of what if the idea that the Knicks have been great this season. The season was good, a little up and down. Remember they lost 10 straight. They were going through it. And then they started to get back on track. They figured out a better offensive team. And then we saw obviously what they've done in the postseason. Now they're in the finals, they're up 2-1. But the question becomes, is this team foolproof in the sense of, let's say they lose. Let's say they lose tonight. Now it's 2-2. You go home. The Spurs go home. They win 1. Maybe you win game 6, but then you lose at 7 in San Antonio. Point is, let's say they lose. Where are you with the idea of, we tried, we were good, we got close. It's time to bring in a better player than Giannis. Nobody would dispute.
Okay.
He's a better player. Giannis, and make that trade. To say, hey, we tried it with Cat and we a couple years and we got close, but you making that trade?
If they lose the finals, they are making that, or they're trying to make that trade. They lose these finals, they're trying to make that trade.
Why?
Because teams are only going to get better. The Celtics will be better. The Pacers will be better. There'll be less.
How dare you say the Pacers over the Pistons? I'm sorry, my bad.
I don't know what. Yeah, man. The Pistons, in theory, will be better. The Wizards will be better. Orlando. So you got to start thinking, okay, if we stand pat, do we have enough to do what we just did? The path will be a little bit different for them. So you want to get an injection. You want to be able to. You know who I think? What I would do if I were Milwaukee?
What team you'd be looking at making a
Yes.
move? Let me think. Give me a conference.
Western Conference.
Thunder.
1,000%. Give me Chet Holmgren,
Bunch of picks.
four first-round draft picks, and one of them other dudes sitting on the end.
Give me one of them solid bench players. Yeah.
I do it in a heartbeat.
I said that when I called him set.
Yeah.
No Chet. Because he ain't got no H, he ain't got no heart.
That'll change.
Oh, he'll get better. I mean,
no, I'm saying that'll change OKC.
You got to Wemby-ish.
When you have to compete with what we know this Spurs team to be, and they're going to get better because Harrison Barnes won't be there next year. They're going to do some things to bolster that team, no matter if they win or lose. So if I'm OKC, I'm like, okay, what do we need to do? Bringing in a Giannis and getting rid of a couple players and those picks that you couldn't possibly use. They got two first-round draft picks this year.
Too many picks.
Right? They don't need that much help. But a Giannis on that team, brother, this a whole different – that's what I would be doing.
I said the same thing. I said it on the air. I said the minute I saw Chet, because I'll tell you why. I said this because do you know what Chet did when he was at Gonzaga when it was crunch time in tournaments? Didn't show up. You know what he did?
Drew Timmy showed up.
Yep, exactly. You know what he did in a couple of the playoff series? It was early in his career against Denver. Didn't show up. And then you know what he did last year in the finals? They won. He didn't show up. Shooting 20-something% from three. I think it was 12 a game. Like, this is supposed to be an all-NBA caliber guy.
Right.
You know what he didn't do when they needed him most? Show up versus the Spurs. So my point is I've seen enough where I'm not saying you're not a quality player, a good player in this league. You don't show enough for me to go, like J-Dub, you go, nah, I'm straight. He's too young. He's hungry. I'm good. I'm good.
No,
Chet,
I would get rid of Chet and the other J-Dub.
I like him, but he can go too.
Yeah, he can go.
I can find another him. Yeah, I can find another him.
You're not going to get a package like that from any other team.
Good player coming back in Chet.
Two good players.
Role player and the other Jalen Williams. And some picks. And
no one has that to offer.
And your fans can say, I see what we're doing. I'll stall it. I'm okay for a couple years of a rebuild. Your fans, you got him a ring a few years ago, you'll be all right. But bringing it back to the Knicks, the struggle I would have with it is why I wouldn't do it is because I think Giannis is a better player, but he's not as versatile as Cat. And that's, to me, what makes Cat, for me, interesting with this team. Giannis is kind of a one-trick pony, and when the pony is tricking,
you can't stop
it. I agree.
Kareem was a one-trick pony to 38,000 tricks.
But and he needed help, and he got with Magic, and then he went on a run.
Remember, he won.
He didn't win, but that was like 9 years later until he did something. But look, Giannis is the better player. But also my concern, Giannis has become injury-prone the last 2-3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it's strange, as great as he is, and you know this, lately we're starting to give these guys, these all-time greats, these multiple MVP guys, like he and Joker have more than Kobe and Shaq, which is crazy, but they're not as dependable.
Yeah, them MVPs.
You get what I'm saying? Like Joker losing to a Anthony Edwards list, he's in and out of the lineup, Minnesota team, he would be blasted in 10 years ago, 12 if he was MVP. Giannis being an MVP, arguably best top 1, 2, 3 player in the league, never really being a threat in the postseason, other than the year he won it. Like, he's not a threat, Ephraim. That is concerning to me. You get what I'm saying? Like, because guys, the Kobes, the LeBrons, the Steph, like those guys, the Shaqs, the King, they were threats year in, year out. These MVP losing first, okay, lose maybe the second round. They don't even sniff the Western Conference regularly,
right.
Let alone the finals, God forbid. I'm not even saying you got to win it, but you got there. Man, he should have 4 MVPs. So he would be a 4-time MVP winner who doesn't really get out nowhere in the playoffs. So I don't know what's going on with these guys. And that's why I get to Giannis. What's going on that you're not that effective and drag? I'm not even saying you got to be in the finals. You can't drag your team to the Eastern Conference Finals. You're that great. You're the 1, 2, 3, 4 best player in the league. So I would be concerned with that. And also like Karl-Anthony Towns' versatility. Now, his motor drives me insane sometimes. Mm-hmm. There's nights where I got to go, hello, you there? Cat, focus. You don't have to do that with Giannis. But I think even if they lose, I'm tightening up, finding a piece here or there, and I'm running it back with this team. We're veteran. We've gotten better. We're right there. We would have, in this scenario, losing a game 7 or so, game 6 or 7. And I'm saying we're going to run it back. We're going to get a couple of improvements off the bench. Maybe Anunoby, gets better. Maybe there's a small, minute trade to be had. But I'm running it back. I don't think that Giannis necessarily would fit what they're trying to do. And I don't know where he fits. The Thunder, I agree. I do agree with that.
So you don't think Giannis Antetokounmpo fits with the Knicks?
I don't know the versatility, meaning like if Brunson is the guy, can Giannis do more? Like, is he going to accept another role? Whereas Karl-Anthony Towns could one be the best player tonight, we could be the secondary.
Throw the ball to Giannis and get out of the way because you can't stay in front of him and you can't stop him from getting to his spot.
But if I make him shoot, and that's been the issue, if I make him have to shoot free throws.
That's when you have
Brunson as a closer.
That's what That's how you play off each other, right? Like it's if you close out on him or you back up off of him, you swing it. He sets that the high screen and roll between Brunson and Giannis. Giannis is unstoppable, bro. It's nothing you can do to stop it.
So we'll leave it there. If we're playing hypothetical, Giannis, the reports are that Miami's interested, some other teams are interested, they're fielding calls. I have him leaving at some point. Me and Rob have a bet. He says no. I say yes. We had a little wings bet on that. You, I believe, are saying he's gone at some point as well.
Yes.
Wherever it may be, we don't know. But if the Knicks were somehow to lose, would you explore the Karl-Anthony Towns trade that everybody was thinking about for the last year? Or would you say run it back? We got to the finals. We were within a game of winning this thing. Run it back. 877-99 on Fox. 877-99 on Fox. We're going to get these phone calls from you. Yeah. What you doing right there? The TV?
I'm talking to Ephraim right now.
Oh, you're talking to Ephraim, not me. I'm thinking you're talking to me because
you're
I
too
hear
pretty
it.
to talk to.
877-99 on Fox. Would you trade him if they were to lose this series? Are you back in the Giannis sweepstakes? Or do you say, no, we're good. We're going to run it back and see what we can do. We want to hear from you. It's the Odd Couple on a Worship Wednesday. Ephraim is in for Rob, Kelvin Washington. Don't forget Michael Thompson coming up in about 15 minutes as well. It's the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. But before that, I got to tell you about Kalshi. I've been informing you, and you already know the world's biggest soccer tournament has arrived, and you can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. And on Kalshi, you can trade every match from the opening stage all the way to the final. So you know me. Listen, I love Paris. I've been there. Beautiful place. Me and my wife have gone. And I love the Eiffel Tower. You know, all the French things. They got great food out there, French champagne. But check this out. With that in mind, I'm thinking you might want to think about this one. France currently trading at 16% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade pays out over $600 if they win soccer's biggest prize. Now, France is loaded with top-end talent, and I got to think they got a chance to win it all this year. So, Kalshi, listen, you're going to be trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. So for a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code ODD, ODD, to get $10 when you trade 10. That's Kalshi, Kalshi. Kalshi, trade on anything.
Restrictions and eligibility apply. Not available in all states and must be 18 plus. Trading involves significant risk. Consider if it's appropriate for your financial circumstances. Prices and value may differ and some markets may not be active. See Kalshi.com/regulatory for more.
You guys remember Texas Tech star quarterback Brendan Sorsby. He made waves about a month ago, right, when he was ruled ineligible by the NCAA after they discovered he had wagered approximately $90,000, which is Rob's Magic City fund for the year.
Were they all in singles?
That's what I heard. On professional and college sports wagering over 4 years, including 40 bets involving Indiana football when he was on the team in 2022. Okay, so he was going to be suspended forever, basically. And what did he do? He did what all these young kids do nowadays. Got his attorneys involved. They filed a lawsuit against the NCAA. And on Monday, a judge granted a temporary injunction against the NCAA that would clear the way for him to play this upcoming season. The only, I guess, caveat is they mutually agreed that he would sit out the first 2 games as punishment.
Okay. And I know people will take a look at the player, Sorby, right? And it's his fault. And the NCAA is right in that he should be suspended, shouldn't be able to play college football. But guess what?
What's that?
You got the wrong guy here, because I'm telling you that it's not Sorby's fault. This is where we are, Kelvin, with the NCAA, college football, all these sports, and the idea of getting in bed with gambling. So this has been made before. It was such a taboo. And now that it's easy in your mobile device, it's easy to do why wouldn't you take advantage of it? You know what I mean? Like I can control the game. I can make things happen, and there's money to be made. Kelvin, have you watched and read some of the reports on players throwing games for $2,000? It ain't
$200,000.
It's $2,000. And now the NCAA has a problem because of what this judge just did, right? There's a problem. Look at what they did with Sorby. What are they going to do to me? Right? All they got to do is sue the NCAA. They have zero. They have nothing. They don't have anything as far as leverage or power or something. They opened this can of worms. We've seen players now. Everybody's doing it. In the NBA, there's an NBA head coach who was involved, right? The gambling aspect. I'm telling you, I wish I could blame the kids. I'm not going to blame the kids. I'm going to blame the institution. I remember the days when Mickey Mantle and Willie Mays couldn't represent Major League Baseball. They were retired players. Casinos opened in New Jersey, Kelvin. And you know what the baseball said? If you do that, you can't wear a uniform. Yeah. You can't come to opening day. You can't be associated with baseball. When I was a kid, there's no way I ever would have believed that Las Vegas would have a football team, right? A hockey team.
WNBA team.
WNBA. Well, definitely WNBA. I definitely didn't think that. They're building a baseball stadium on a strip.
And basketball
for the A's, and basketball's coming. This is what I'm saying to you. It was taboo. Once they took the gambling money and they got in bed with gambling, this is what you're going to have. You think this is the beginning? It's the tip of the iceberg. You think he's the only college player who's gambling?
We've already known that. We've already that's been exposed. We already know there's been college basketball. There's been obviously some college football. We're fully aware of this. What makes it interesting, though, Rob, is to me the reasoning for the judge's decision. The judge, listen to this. He emphasized that Sorsby needed eligibility to build the skills necessary to maximize his own success. And I'm going to continue here. And then he went on to say that, monetary damages couldn't remedy the harm of missing out elite coaching, training resources, and team membership. What that just said to me was there's absolutely no excuses, no consequences for being a part of what you mentioned with the gambling. This wasn't a bad day. This wasn't a singular game. They've got it that he's done. There are thousands of bets, specifically 40, in which the team he's a part of. 40. And so this wasn't just they caught him at Vegas being young and dumb and he put something. I get that, right?
He's like, I'm in control of this game.
This is what he's been doing for years. And so what makes this, again, is now you got other students, to your point, who are going to be a part of this go, well, if all he got, because what happens and what is it about law? Precedent. My wife's a lawyer. It's about precedent. Ask you this real quick. Our couple, Rob Parker is out. We got my man Ephraim in with me, Kelvin Washington, on a Worship Wednesday. By the way, for over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, for what, and for where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection. And, of course, with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation, TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. Can't wait to talk to Michael Thompson in a little bit. Grand Slam, by the way, Dodgers 6-1 over the Pirates right now, man. They're kicking their butt the last couple games. I think they had like 10 runs. They got 7 in the second. Was it 7th inning?
So good.
Yeah, they're on fire right now. I want to ask you this. They're showing the kind of the tip-off, getting ready for the game. Yep. And they're showing us celebrities. It's New York. You and I and Rob even talked about it yesterday. Just I felt, and I believe you agreed, that the Knicks, they felt like the tense team. They felt the pressure of the whole city. It's been 20-something years since we've been in the finals game. It's been 53 years since we won one, and just all of that. They felt tight that first quarter. What's it like? And the NBA is different because they're on you. The celebrities are right. Literally, you can dive in their laps trying to save a ball. But how does that feel? And I don't. Maybe it wasn't apples to apples in NFL because the distance between you.
The distance is a big thing.
But what do you think that's like? Was it for you? Just maybe even when you were playing ball collegiately, like just that feel of like, do you lie to yourself? It doesn't matter. Do you get used to it? Is it always a big deal? Walk me through that.
The thing about football and the difference between football and basketball. Number one, the arena size. We don't have any there. You can't get to me, right? You can scream from behind the bench and do all of that, but there is no real interaction, or shouldn't be interaction between players and fans in football. Our biggest thing is when you're on the road, the noise, because everything is verbal communication for us. And when you're in a stadium where you can't hear anything, that's the difficulty of that. And being in a game where offensively it's 11 of us. All 11 have to be on the same page. Right. If one is off or reading another book, then everything is off. So there's a hyper focus there. In the NBA, one guy can get into a zone get in like a mental zone or lock in and save the entire team.
Yep. We've seen Jalen Brunson do it.
Like one guy can just be like, I got it. In football, there is no I got it guy. Quarterback, if he's throwing dimes and those 2-minute drives and they're driving down to score, those are
great
five
blocking.
Guys in front giving everything they have for that moment to happen. And if those guys, I've been on that line. I know I've been the guy who didn't. My second year, I think, we're driving down and I gave up a sack, fumble, game is over. If everyone's not on point, it's not working. In the NBA, Kobe can take it, get out the way. Jordan can take it, get out the way. Brunson, get out the way. Victor, right? They're LeBron. That's the difference. So when you're compartmentalize the elements, right? The thing I loved about Jordan and Kobe and that mentality that they had, even Magic had this.
Shoot, Wemby
has it.
Yeah.
Right? I think the world is getting a chance to see who Wemby is. And mentally, the mentality he's playing with.
Don't let that nice calm to me. He's a dog.
No, brother, he is a dog. Like, he has it. And that's what I was saying earlier. His team he's leading them. They're following his lead. You can't be a dog or not be a dog and be in there trying to be with, fight.
You won't last long.
So I just think in basketball, a player can shoot you in or out of it. Ask James Harden. This is real. This is real talk. Right?
So I'm looking at again, the impetus is just looking at this this Knicks crowd. I mean, it is crazy.
It's
the who's who, the vibe.
It was too big. Game 3, it was too much. The president was there. They got the tickets were out of control.
You had to be there 3-4 hours early.
Too much. And the players felt that. It was very, very tense. I told you what I felt about Jalen Brunson wanted to show out in front of the Garden. You already know. You score 40, 50 in the Garden.
Oh, man.
You're immortalized.
You win Game 3 of the NBA Finals, putting up 40. The president's there, and all this chaos.
You are the Finals MVP.
Yeah. Well, he didn't do it. They lost. They kept it close. We haven't given credit.
All the games have been close.
Stephon Castle,
brother, he is
a huge three.
I love
to put
Stephon
them back
Castle.
up 5.
I love Harper.
About Minnesota. Harper,
and I'm a Laker fan, and I'm watching the Spurs like, damn.
Because listen, we all see what the Spurs are about to be.
Ooh, Lord.
The Spurs and the Thunder are basically telling the Western Conference, step your game up.
Good luck,
because
guys.
As great as the Spurs are right now, the Thunder are at home saying, if we had J-Dub, that was supposed to be us. He only played 50. I'm not saying it, but I'm saying that's what they're telling themselves.
Yes.
I believe it would have been. I believe 53 minutes is all he played that whole 7-game series.
Well,
53.
I picked the Spurs back in February to win it all.
Yeah.
So They're just a better team.
I thought the Thunder, again, J-Dub, but my point is they're saying, hey, we got J-Dub. It's a different. The Spurs are saying, hey, this is you catching us in our early 20s.
Right.
What you think we're going to be as the years progress? The rest of the Western Conference, if you're the Lakers who feel like they might have missed the boat, I'll ask Michael Thompson.
We're in trouble.
I'll do this. All right, Michael Thompson on the other side right now, Monty Bolaños.
I have an update on your question about the fans outside of Madison Square Garden because I had
the 1,000 people you said. Yeah.
Right. Apparently, Dolan, the owner, what's his first name?
Yeah, James Dolan.
James Dolan, that guy. Apparently, he stopped it from the 1,000 fans, and he claimed that it was because it wasn't for everybody, that it was too limited. So not even the 1,000 fans are going to be able to watch outside of Madison Square Garden.
So
which sucks.
No watch party then.
Not outside of Madison Square Garden.
Well, what's the point?
Exactly. But he stopped it. So it was approved for 999 fans, and he stopped it because he said it wasn't for everybody. It was
that doesn't
limited.
help. It always sounds like he's trying to be like help worse. If everybody can, so if we can't open for everybody, we have it for nobody.
Yeah, that's kind of what he said.
Boy,
makes no sense.
Can't teach stupid.
No, you really can't. But that game is about to tip off. We'll see if the Knicks extend their lead in the series 3-1, or if the Spurs tie the series at Madison Square Garden. In other news in sports, we'll start in baseball, where the Orioles lead the Mariners right now 3-0. Bottom of the 7th inning, Pete Alonso started things off for Baltimore with a home run. All Marlins against the Diamondbacks 8-0. Bottom of the 6th inning, about to start in Miami. Ryan Ward with a grand slam for the Dodgers. They lead the Pirates 6-1. Bottom of the 6th in Pittsburgh. Twins are edging the Tigers in Detroit 1-0 after 2 innings. All Phillies against the Blue Jays. It's 6-0. Top of the 5th inning, Kyle Schwarber with his 24th home run of the season. The Cardinals are blanking the Mets 7-0. Bottom of the 4th there. And the Royals lead the Rangers 1-0 after 3 innings. NFL news for you, as the Chiefs and quarterback Patrick Mahomes have extended his contract by 2 years. So his deal is now worth $504.75 million. It goes through 2033. In 2027, his average annual salary is going to be $64 million, the highest for any player in NFL history. Colts wide receiver Alec Pierce could miss parts of training camp and maybe more as he continues to rehab from off-season ankle surgery that he had in March. Green Bay Packers tight end Tucker Kraft says he's going to be playing in Week 1 against Minnesota as he tries to return from a torn ACL. Back to you guys.
All right, Monty.
Jess.
Thank you.
Thank you, Monty.
Jess.
It is the odd couple. Kelvin Washington. We got Ephraim Salaam, who's in for Rob on this Worship Wednesday. One's got to go on the way. I think you'll like this. Alex, I got to come talk to you. We got to record something after this next break. But joined now by our man, Michael Thompson, two-time NBA champion, Lakers radio analyst. Champagne and Nuts, if you want to follow him on – shut up in advance. If you want to follow him on X. Michael, what's up, man? How are you?
Good to talk to you guys. Not excited, man. I just hope my Spurs can win, extend the series again tonight.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Wait. What is this? What is this? My Spurs? Can you elaborate, please?
I love this team, man. They are so good, so young. I love Wemby, the new face of the NBA, and I want them to put their stamp on the league this year as NBA champions, because they are going to be around for the next 15 years, boy, as young and good as they are.
Mike, let me ask you to that point. What is it about this team? What do you see in this team, the youth, but the tenacity of that? What do you see that has, is taking the league by storm?
They're fearless. They are not intimidated by anybody, in spite of their youth. They're not afraid to compete every night, especially Stephon Castle. He sets the tone. Dylan Harper, man, Ron Harper sure taught that boy how to compete, because obviously Ron Harper competed with one of the greatest competitors in the world next to Michael Jordan and, of course, Kobe Bryant. So I'm sure he passed along those stories about those two guys, about how those guys competed, and also Ron himself. So when you see these young boys go out there, and now Victor Wembanyama has that same type of Kobe mentality. All he cares about is winning. Man, I just love how mature they are for their age.
That is true. I mean, your best player is 22, 21, and 20, and here you are just down one game in the NBA Finals. You would think, you say, this is what I was banking on, Michael. I picked the Knicks just simply based off the Spurs are incredible, but I feel like the NBA history, they're just too young. They could be changing history. I wanted to ask you this. I asked Ephraim this. You played in L.A., of course, with the Lakers in the peak, like the heyday of the 80s, Showtime Lakers, Magic, yourself, Worthy, the whole nine, Cap as well. That was when L.A. was L.A.ing, right? Celebrities everywhere. I said maybe that rivals what we saw in the Knicks in Game 3. How did you compartmentalize that? Or maybe you didn't. Did when you first felt that? Because that was the first game the Knicks were in the finals at home. The whole city's on you. All the pressure. Haven't won in 53 years. President Trump is there. I mean, that would have been a lot. How would you have handled that when you were playing?
Are you kidding? You guys, typical media people, all you guys are overreacting. That's a standard game for the Lakers, all the celebrities you saw at the game.
Thank you.
You can come to a Laker game and play in Charlotte, and you have those type of celebrities at the game. And then, of course, when the big teams come in, when Giannis or Steph or the Knicks come in, or Wemby comes in, then the celebrities come out even more than what you saw in New York the other night. So, and the tickets don't cost $50,000 to get in for some people. So, what they saw in New York was great. It's great to see all the famous people there enjoying the show, but that's standard. That's routine in L.A. when the Lakers are in a Laker game.
I was telling him Michael Jackson used to be at the Laker game. Like, what are we talking about here?
First of all, both of y'all I agree with you in the 80s.
It doesn't matter. It's still right now.
No, there is not a Laker game like what we just saw.
Are you kidding me?
They're off. It's just about, let's say, 41 games. I would say as many celebrities as at that game 3. I would say out of 41 home games for the Lakers, 25 games are like that.
Well, we
in regular games, so you know.
Regular games, regular season games. And when the playoffs start, that's when they really show up. So what you saw in New York City the other night at Madison Square Garden was cool, and I'm not underplaying it, but that's the Lakers do that.
You are underplaying it, but we appreciate it, Michael. You are.
Michael, let's talk about the Lakers. Let's talk about when you're watching the Spurs, when you saw that series, the Western Conference Finals with the Thunder and the Spurs, and then you look at the Lakers, what do the Lakers need to do this offseason to compete?
We got to play better defense. Obviously, they got to revamp their roster. I'm sure they'll bring LeBron back. Austin Reeves will be back, but they got to get some guys who on the wing who can compete and defend the way the Thunder and the Spurs defend. Now, who they are, we don't know. That's their job to put together those type of players to bring them in. But they got to bring in wing defenders who can go out there and compete on the defensive end like the Spurs and the Thunder do. And, even though I love the Spurs and the fact that they're there and they're doing it, they wouldn't have been in the finals if the Thunder were healthy.
That's what I said. I thought Jalen Williams being out, only playing 53 minutes or so that whole series was the difference.
And don't forget A.J. Mitchell. Man, he was the best player against the Lakers in the playoffs.
Well, stay with Ephraim and I were talking about this. The Lakers, you could go Houston, you could go Denver. I mean, there are a bunch of teams who thought, oh, man, we got a window now. We got some players. If you're the Lakers, okay, we got Reeves and Luka. And does everybody on notice now, like, well, we gave it a shot. Because this is the Spurs and Thunder league for the next 4 or 5 years, and maybe Boston does a right move and they're right back in it. Obviously, I love the Pistons to be, but I don't know if they're on this caliber. So is how do you look at this if you're any other team and not think it's the Spurs or Thunders to be had for the next handful of years?
Yeah, they're the standard. Obviously, the Knicks have something to say about it because they're up 2-1,
right?
And they win it this year, so they better win it this year because this is the Thunder are going to learn. The Spurs are going to learn from this experience to only get better. Just think, this is the worst we're going to see Harper, Castle, and Wemby play this season. That's how much better they're going to get year in and year out. So the league is on notice. The championship, maybe after this year, is going to have to go to San Antonio or Oklahoma City for the next decade.
Let me ask you this about the Knicks. If the Knicks at the San Antonio comes back and wins this series, and San Antonio are the NBA champions, what do the Knicks do? Do they go after Giannis? Do they make changes? What do you see the Knicks doing if they do give up this lead and lose the finals?
Yeah, that's a great question. If they win the finals, you bring the same guys back next year. But you're right. If they blow this, I will go out and get Giannis because you need somebody who is not going to be afraid to compete against Wemby, and Giannis would not back down against Wemby.
Yeah, we agree on that. He doesn't. He has that competitive edge that sometimes Karl Towns, it disappears, and that's kind of been the knock throughout his career that you question where it is. I want to bring it back to the Lakers, and by the way, Michael Thompson on with the odd couple, Kelvin Washington Ephraim Salaam on a Worship Wednesday. Where are we with LeBron for you? Bring him back. Time to move on. Because a lot of people are, you got to figure out what you're going to do with Austin Reeves. Where are you as far as, do you like the three, if you want to call it headed monster, and run it back and see what you got? Or are you saying, hey, maybe it's time to just have two of the three, whoever it may be?
No, bring LeBron back because when Luka and Austin Reeves were healthy, LeBron was the third option. So he was able to pace himself and conserve a lot of energy because he didn't have to worry about carrying the team every night. He could let Luka and Austin Reeves carry the heavy load, and then LeBron would pick his spots. So coming back at 42 years of age in December, being the third option on the team will help preserve his energy and make him less stressful on his body. So I think coming back with Reeves and Luka being the number 1 and 2 option is the better solution, better situation for LeBron than going anywhere else.
What do those contracts look like? Is LeBron on a team friendly deal, or is Austin Reeves on a team friendly deal? Because if those two guys maximize their worth, we don't have any, and I say we because I'm all Lakers. We don't have any room to add other pieces to that roster that we desperately need.
Yeah, I think Austin is due to make $48 million on a max deal, $48 million a year. LeBron could obviously making $50-something million, but I think they both are going to take a little bit less to make the salaries structure work for the Lakers. Now, how much less? I don't know. Obviously, Austin's going to get a huge raise. LeBron might take a little pay cut, but still, maybe he'll have to try to survive on $35-37 million in one season.
Life is so hard. Life is hard, Michael.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get you out of here on this one. Game 4, we're a handful of minutes away from tip-off. Who you got in this one?
I would be shocked if the Knicks lose tonight. This is desperation time for them. Even though if they lost, it'll only be 2-2. But whoever wins this game tonight is going to win the championship. So the Knicks know they have to go back to San Antonio up 3-1. And, of course, the Spurs know if we lose tonight, I can't see them beating the Knicks here in Game 6 if it comes down to that. So tonight I think the Knicks are going to be the more desperate team.
All right, we'll have to wait and see. That's why they play the games. Michael, thank you, man. Appreciate it. All the best to the family.
All right, boys. Good to talk to you.
Absolutely.
No doubt. One of the best right there. Michael Thompson,
best,
2-time NBA champ, Lakers radio analyst, and more importantly, I think you can attest, just a good dude, man.
Great guy, man.
Hilarious, funny, good dude, man. Great family. All right, on the way, one's got to go. I want to get your thought. Not only are the sports and family man, you love music too. So I think you'll enjoy what we're going to do. Because they're getting ready. They just did it a few minutes ago. The national anthem. That's the little clue I'll give you. One's got to go is next. It's the Odd Couple.
Hope it's the whole anthem.
Fox Sports Radio.
There was a congressional, I want to call it a hearing, but a meeting, I guess, took place earlier today, and it was all focused around what's going on in the world of college sports. As you guys know, we talked about it last week. There is a Protect College Sports Act that has been presented where they'd like Congress to get involved and police the world of college athletics. Today, Nick Saban met with the Congress. Here's a snippet.
Congress does not need to micromanage college athletics. There's lots of people out there that can help us do that. Congress does need to fix the mess, and the courts create a national framework so people inside college sports can enforce fair rules. Without legal certainty, every rule becomes another lawsuit, every standard becomes another risk, and the system keeps drifting toward the professional model.
The last person I want to hear from is Nick Saban. You mean the guy who quit after he was able to undermine the system? All of his kids had these cars and all this stuff. They were like it wasn't above. It wasn't NIL money, Kelvin, but those players happened to be doing pretty well down there, and he won all his championships. These guys got some nerve to come in, and now they want to regulate. They could have done it in the beginning, Kelvin, right? If they would have made the system and cut in the players on all these billions of dollars that they make from television revenue, we wouldn't be here. But they were so damn greedy. And now all the old guard have to show up and say, stop these guys from making money. This isn't my system. Nick Saban, you quit. You walked away. You don't deserve to have any say. You're not in college football anymore. Retire already. Stay on television. The idea that he's going to be the guy to speak up? Where's the provision to stop? Let's have a profits cap on the NCAA and the colleges. You can only make 6% on your money. Let's have a cap and stop these college coaches making gazillion dollars and walking out on the kids. Address that, Nick Saban. These kids have been taken advantage of forever with a crooked system. The NCAA, for as long as I've been alive, has been organized crime. Organized crime. You guys work, we collect the money, and you get nothing. God forbid you get a free pizza. They threw the kids out of school, Kelvin, for getting a free pizza or a tattoo or giving up their warm-up jersey. And these guys now talk about they want the federal government to step in. Poppycock, Boulder Dash. Don't listen to Nick Saban.
Listen, I don't have much to add. We had the same ideal on this. Ain't that the pot calling the kettle black? Now Nick Saban, who used to sit up there, Rob, what he would have when he do a press conference? A big old Coke bottle. Because you know what? Yep. Coke was allowed to give him all the money. You know what else he was allowed to do near in the Alabama area? Have a bunch of car dealerships that he owns. He was able to thrive off all this, make millions upon, not like $1 million. I get it, okay, you got to get paid, you're running a college football program. No, tens of millions of dollars, any way you want, endorsements up the wazoo. Him and Deion Sanders got the Aflac commercials. And now all of a sudden that the kids are getting paid. And yes, I do believe that it's a little wild right now and you can kind of find a way to maybe structure a little bit. But the idea to act like it's some national emergency and it's run amok that we've had a few years of a little chaotic. It's a little chaotic right now. They're still trying to find their footing and figure it out. But that this would be the guy that's like, yo, we need to put a stop to. And Rob, you know what I view it as too? Nick Saban, one of the all-time greatest coaches of all time. But you know what I equate it to as well? Nick Saban quit when everybody was on the same footing, Rob.
Yep.
The minute now that everybody was like, oh, bet, so I can have some donors, I can have some boosters paid, and we can figure out.
Now he didn't want to be a part of it anymore, right?
Now he would have maybe gotten smoked by a Kurt Signetti or something. Now he's like, oh, no, this is getting too hard. I don't want to do it. Where I used to have a linebacker for 4 years who might only play one. Because he would just say, long as I can get that one season under Alabama, you know what I mean? Now he's like, shoot, I can go over there to Indiana. I can go to Kansas State or whoever's got some money for me. And so, again, it's just a different this hip being the guy to do this, I just have issues with that.
Of all people.
Hey, thank you to Michael Thompson. Joined us, the odd couple, Kelvin Washington Ephraim Salaam, who's in for Rob on this Worship Wednesday. By the way, if you're tired of endless job searches and job board searches with Express Employment Professionals, one application connects you to multiple jobs and job seekers never pay a fee. Get weekly pay, local support, and real opportunities. Visit expresspros.com. That's expresspros.com. And now it is time for Express Pro of the Week. The Pro of the Week goes to White Sox rookie Brandon Montgomery. He had a 2-run walk-off home run in the MLB debut last night. So, again, now that makes sense why he was going crazy on that home run call. Congrats to Brady Montgomery for being our Express Pro of the Week. All right, so let's get to this. It is now time for One's Gotta Go.
Hard decisions. So 5's a crowd. Is that what I'm gleaning here? 5's an uneven number. Figure it out.
Hear me out. Hear me out, Monty, Brandon, Elijah, Alex, Ephraim, my daggone self. Here we go. All right, so I got to thinking, Monty. Turn my hat around real quick. I got to thinking. I said to myself, you know what? Self. Part of the NBA pageantry and any sporting event, of course, is the national anthem. And I said, what about some great ones that have happened throughout history?
Fergie.
You ask, you shall receive. Hit me a little bit more of that, Alex. And the
players' reactions were,
oh man,
so good.
Steph, Draymond, and the best part of it is too. Shout out to Suede, the remix god, when he turned it into a no, and they put the dances to it. Oh, that's amazing. So no, not Fergie. Shout out to Fergie though. We appreciate that one. We got some really good ones, and one's got to go. It's gonna be tough, guys. All right. So Alex, hit us with anyone you want, and I'll kind of tell who it was and what. Just. Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga. Okay, for time's sake, we can only get you a few seconds. Lady Gaga there.
Just for 2 fouls, early fouls, Karl Anthony Towns. He's on the bench.
Oh, gosh. Okay, and
Go
he'll
ahead.
be scoring.
Go
All
ahead.
right, Lady Gaga will keep you updated on scoring him. All right, now, give me with another one. Okay, we look biased, like that ain't going nowhere.
It ain't going nowhere,
Marvin
bro.
Gaye, Monty, I think we snitched on ourselves with that one.
Good luck.
Marvin Gaye, one of the epic ones of the NBA All-Star Weekend back in the 80s. Next. Come on, act. Whitney Houston, and that ain't, once she start going,
Bro, that wasn't even the good part.
Yeah,
that's
that
what I said.
wasn't the
Once
good
she started
part.
going. All right, so Whitney Houston, we know at the Super Bowl, I believe it was 90 or 91. All right, and what else we got? Jimmy Hendrix. Watch this part. April, stop. We're sniffing. You know we on YouTube. They
I'm
can
sorry.
see our bias.
I'm sorry. My bad.
You clearly didn't do all that for Lady Gaga.
Hey, man.
And
Well,
last but not least, Chris Stapleton. All right, there you have it. Marvin Gaye, Whitney, Lady Gaga, Chris Stapleton. Who am I missing?
Marvin Gaye, Whitney Houston,
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi
Lady
Hendrix,
Gaga,
yeah.
Chris Stapleton,
And Fergie. Okay, Fergie's not in it. We know that.
All right.
Who you got?
Who's
Those are your
first?
5. You can go.
No,
Go,
I'll go
go.
last.
Guess first.
I'm not a guest.
All right.
I live
No,
here.
he's got on the couch. We already discussed. He's got on the couch. Monty, Brandon.
I
Come on,
hate
Alex.
it.
Sounds like
I
a-
hate it. I hate it. It's Lady Gaga out of those.
Yeah.
Wow.
I hate it.
Okay.
I'm sorry. There's something about the rest of them sounds so slightly different, and Lady Gaga's incredible.
Clearly.
Amazing singer.
Incredible. But out of the ones we just heard, like even Chris Stapleton gave me with his raspy voice,
No,
gives me
his
like,
was incredible.
Oh, it was so good.
Yes.
It has to be out of those.
Okay.
It has to be Lady Gaga.
Brandon.
It's easily Lady Gaga. I don't think it's particularly close.
Okay.
Man. Alex?
Marvin Gaye.
No.
What? Bruh. This not even
I'll tell you why.
racist.
Why?
Because no,
Where's
what?
the button? Where's the button? Racist.
Why?
Racist.
There you go.
Simple. The crew he had was terrible. The music was louder than him. I could barely hear his
Bro,
octaves
you
sometimes.
go stand in the
That's
corner.
those engineer
Where
people.
Elijah stands?
Get yes. Elijah, come to the
All right.
mic.
We're-
For
Who?
me, it's Lady Gaga.
It's got.
Because it was
Haters.
true Broadway.
No, I think I need this for all you.
It felt
Racist.
more Broadway, not
Racist.
like Whitney's.
No, it's all
Whitney
good.
was out of this
It's all
world.
good.
Jimi
It's like a
Hendrix was the
sunrise.
most creative thing we ever. No one ever did it, and so was Marvin Gaye. Nobody ever broke it down. So Marvin Gaye, jazzy.
I could barely hear him.
Who for you? No. What?
Lady Gaga by a mile.
I hear the crowd like. Listen, right. Get this crowd.
Listen, you're missing it. Ephraim, he's missing it.
Do you know why the crowd was doing that? You know how it's normally just silent and you're just because it was a movement.
Okay, but you're running out of time.
I
Get
did
to
move.
yours.
It was
Who?
like in the I said it, Lady
you said Lady
Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
Racist.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Baba.
Man, damn.
Okay, come on now.
Haters.
That Marvin Gaye, bro. That you want to talk about burn the house down?
'Cause
Whitney Houston.
We had never heard
Well,
anyone
Whitney's
do it like Marvin Gaye. No, well, Jimi Hendrix switched it up too.
It was a club. You were in the club.
Yeah. So you can also weigh in on social media on that. Marvin Gaye can't go nowhere. You go somewhere, Alex.
We are
It's the Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it.
The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with one and a half of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong.
You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice.
And of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion. Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King.
The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun.
I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
Game 4 of the NBA Finals between the Knicks and the Spurs is officially underway from Madison Square Garden. Still 8 minutes to go in the first quarter, but Karl Anthony Towns is on the bench after picking up 2 quick fouls for the New York Knicks. OG Anunoby right now is the leading scorer. He's got 5 points. Victor Wembanyama for the Spurs, he's got 4 points and 1 rebound. New York does lead this series 2-1. In Major League Baseball, Jackson Holliday with a grand slam for the Orioles. They currently lead the Mariners at home 7-2. It's the top of the 9th inning. It's all Marlins against the Diamondbacks in Miami, 8-0, top of the 8th there. For LA, Ryan Ward with a grand slam. They lead the Pirates 6-4 after 7 innings in Pittsburgh. The Twins and the Tigers are tied at 1 apiece, bottom of the 4th inning. Mets are on the scoreboard, but the Cardinals are still up 8-2, top of the 6th inning. The White Sox lead the Braves 2-0, bottom of the 5th inning, about to start. I'm Monty Bolaños.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
This is Kelvin Washington, and this is the Odd Couple.
I hope I don't sound like that.
Yes, that's
Put a little more suave in there.
This is Kelvin Washington.
And under your lip like that. You acting like you would have picked Marvin Gaye to get out of there. Or the ones got to go.
Some issues. We got
19 to 10.
Oh, look.
Could it be 22? 22 to 10. Oh, there we go. Warden. Yeah, thank you. Look at you, Elijah. You know what? Nah, I don't care. I don't mind that you said Marvin Gaye.
I do.
Go,
Elijah, shame on you.
We did. For those who don't know, we just did One's Gotta Go. Long story short, it was a national anthem edition. We had Marvin Gaye. We had Lady Gaga. We had Whitney Houston. We didn't have Fergie. That's just so amazing. We ain't seen her. By the way, we ain't seen her since.
No.
Who am I missing? And Jimi Hendrix. And for some reason,
come back from that.
Need a drop.
You can't.
Make that a drop. I don't know why, but just we can use it every now and again. Do you know that drop?
Yeah.
Oh, we can use that for something. 22 to 10, by the way, getting to this game, but halfway through the first quarter, Jalen Brunson can get a couple of free throws from it, but the Spurs coming out aggressive. Stephon Castle making big plays, threes, big shots, and more importantly, I would even add Ephraim, even though he scored, defensively being a pest on Jalen Brunson, and he's just really setting the tone. Couple of fouls early for Cat. We'll see how long they sit him. Obviously, they're going to need him at some point. He's sitting right now still on the bench, and someone that came in the game who I think they picked up on Broadway.
We don't know who that is. He's got braids.
I have no idea who
and
that
a goatee.
I really don't know who that human
looking
is.
Like Tree Rollins.
Maybe he is. Maybe he's Bush Rollins, his cousin or something, his nephew, son. 22-12. We'll keep you updated on this one throughout the game. Brandon, are you up to speed on Patrick Mahomes at all? The deal?
Yeah, I mean, I can give you the details.
Break that down for us.
500+ million.
500. Can you break that down for us?
Yeah, I got you. Give me 1 second. Let me just look up the exact details.
Yeah,
but I know they made it over 500 million guaranteed.
Yeah, and he's going to get around 64, Monty. 64. Basically, Ephraim, this is the third time he's reset the market, and what they wanted to do was obviously get him in line with contemporaries, right? I mean, we don't mind you being a little low because you got paid, but you can't be just out here, way lower than some of these outrageous guys who are good. They ain't you.
They're not you.
So they reset the market again, 500. They're trying to get to where at the end of the day, all of that can be guaranteed through certain incentives and whatnot. So the conversation becomes this. Break those down.
Yeah, so they added 2 years to his deal through the 2033 season, value of $504.75 million in total. Beginning in 2027, when the new money begins, the deal averages $64 million a year. And I believe, first NFL deal valued over $500 million.
$500 million. Man, the money is crazy right now in sports. In sports in general, where you can pinpoint
TV
a guy.
revenues up, baby.
Yep, and you can pinpoint a guy. Even we're in a crazy space where, they're going to be a billionaire. Wemby's going to be a billionaire. Right? It's just a matter of time. Patrick Mahomes is going to be a billionaire. Yep. Like when you can just pimp. Caleb Williams, maybe, if the trajectory keeps going. It's kind of crazy where we are in sports right now with the money being so big. I said that to say, I find with Kevin, when we're talking about Patrick Mahomes and the money, and obviously the Chiefs, they didn't make the postseason for the first time, but they had a run of 10 years. the longest stretch current in the NFL, and obviously if they fail this past season. But to me, when it's all said and done, Drake May, MVP candidate, gets to the Super Bowl. Sam Darnold wins the Super Bowl. Matthew Stafford, your MVP. Caleb Williams, one of the best, far comebacks, one to set the, tied for the record with that, most comebacks in the season. All these great things, all these great guys. At the end of the day, for me, Ephraim, Patrick Mahomes is still the guy. When I think of just games on the line, need a win,
really?
Who's going to win this guy? Yeah. It's just for me, and I just still
after the last 2 years.
Yeah, and that's could be the success of the beginning bias.
Let me ask you, and I'm going to jump in. Yep. After the last 2 years, statistically, right? No Pro Bowls, and the injury. So who are we going now? Look, I'm not taking anything away from Patrick Mahomes' greatness, but after what he's shown us the last 2 years, 2 years ago, healthy the whole year. Last year got cut short because of the injury. And coming off the injury, is he the standard bearer, or is someone like, I don't know,
is it Matthew
Stafford?
Stafford? The only but the reason why I would hesitate on Matthew Stafford is singularly just more so with I'm not
Josh Allen.
If Josh Allen is right there, but I have to be fair to the point that he just hasn't been able to get it done, right? And that's what we got, and that's what we quarterbacks and star players in the NBA. Those are the two guys that we judge you on. Pitchers, your team can stink, Skeens, and you still you're the best. You can never win a ring in baseball and still be the best. That's just a different sport. If you are a quarterback, right or wrong, it's on you. Who's everybody tired of right now? Lamar Jackson. They're at the I get it. You're MVP. You put up great numbers and all these.
Got to get over the hump.
You got to get over the hump. Josh Allen, you're MVPs and you're all that. Got to get over the hump. Matthew Stafford, to his credit, finally got over the hump. Fell short this year and left a bad taste in their mouth because I think they feel that Seahawk ring was supposed to be theirs. That's how I think Matthew Stafford.
Oh yeah, 1,000%.
And the Rams feel.
Well, that's why they went and did what they did with.
Going to get Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett, yeah,
absolutely, and McDuffie. And they're like, we're about to right this ship and get right back there.
Yep.
But with that being said, if you wanted to say Matthew Stafford because he's the current reigning MVP, I'm not mad at that. Joe Burrow's going to be interesting this year to see coming back. He's been injured the last couple years, be beat up. The team, defensively, they've made some moves. So it'll be interesting to see. I got to wait and see. And you look at Patrick Mahomes, 24 touchdowns, I believe it was 11 interceptions. Not a great year on those numbers. We could have seen the rest of the year. We would have seen what those total numbers be. I just think at this current stage, for me, he's still the guy. I could be wrong, but I just still believe, and obviously I believe the way he's structured his deal over the last handful of years, taking a little pay cut, trying to work with the team, he deserves this money. When you're comparing other guys like Dak Prescott making 60, he's like, well, I know Patrick deserves that. I got 2-time MVP, 3-time Super Bowl champ. Why can't he? Eric Bieniemy is back. We'll see if that's going to be a huge help for them to get them back running this offense better. They got some more weapons as well coming in too. So, to me, for him, this is almost what you were saying. All right, this is that last little – are you really that guy still, or are you just a guy? Like he's a good guy. Are you in the mix now, that pack of everybody, or are you still lead dog? To me, this season is going to be that. Obviously, coming off injury, but you got some weapons around you.
Is he going to be available at the beginning of the year?
He might miss the first week or two.
No, they keep saying, he's going to be –
I'll give you a week or two.
Hey, man,
maybe if he misses the first week.
We don't know, and he doesn't know how he's going to respond coming off that the injury, the ACL. So I'm going to, I'm going to just watch him Wemby.
I don't know what you do.
Unbelievable. Nothing. It's
he
nothing.
missed the shot, and I'm not sure he landed.
But I'm going to hold. I'm going to reserve my opinion to see what he looks like coming back off.
Worth the 500.
Well, yeah,
you have to do that.
Yeah, you got to do that. I mean, they did a 10-year 450 before,
but
and they restructured it over the years. But yeah, it's it's Patrick Mahomes.
But you could not, if you thought what we've seen. If you say, hey, the last couple of years, maybe that's who he is now. I don't want to pay that guy that.
No, you gonna live and die with that. Like as long as Patrick is there, Andy's gonna be there, and vice versa. So. What else is out there? Right? What else is out there in terms of quarterback? Patrick Mahomes, no matter how these last 2 down years, what I'm saying is the money, the extension, I'm like, and I know they're trying to free up some room and stuff like that, and I get that, but just going off the last 2 years statistically, he hasn't been in the top 5.
That's fair.
That's all I'm saying.
That's fair. Well, interesting, but somebody who you would say is Drake May, and it's like once we saw Drake May face real defenses, you're like, all right, well, maybe I need to pump those brakes. Once we got in the postseason, because they didn't play anybody.
Don't forget about the kid in Denver.
Bo Nix.
Nah,
I'll still take that. Bo Nix is.
We're having a different conversation. If Bo Nix doesn't break his foot,
he might be the Super Bowl champ.
That's what I'm saying. So let's. There's some young talent out there that
none of those guys. None of those. But I'm still for me.
And you're right. What I'm saying is the quarterback field this year is crowded, and we're going to see early in the season which guys start to separate themselves from the pack.
We will. Hey, by the way, just to get you updated on this game, you got 32-19 Spurs up big with 2:30 left in the first quarter. They're just aggressive. They're on both sides of the court, offensively, defensively. They just scored another bucket, 34-19. They're just playing tougher. They're playing more aggressive. You see Stephon Castle moving people out of the way to get to who is that? Alvarado. So they're just out here playing aggressive. Karl Towns back in the game. We'll see. It's foul trouble for him, keeping an eye on that. But again, Patrick Mahomes, first NFL player to get over $500 million. Leagues, man, money is crazy right now. I believe he's still worth it. I believe he's still, to me, the guy. When I look at just a guy who I say, hey, man, that's the guy I need to go get this thing done. I still view him that way. I could be wrong, but I view it that way, which is at least an interesting one I want to throw at you, and that is sometimes you're the most talented. Does that mean you're the best? I'll tell you who I'm talking about. It is the Odd Couple on a Worship Wednesday. We got Ephraim Salaam here in for Rob on this Worship Wednesday. We'll break that down in just a moment. Fox Sports Radio. Before that, we got to tell them about M-Drive.
Kelvin.
What's that?
When M-Drive first came to me, I'll be honest.
What's that?
I never heard of it.
And I'm being real. We keeping it real, keeping it a buck.
A buck.
I haven't heard of it either. But I started to pay attention to my body, what was going on, and I realized it wasn't working the way it should.
I feel the same way, man. After 40, my energy just dropped. Weight won't move. It's just sitting there. The gym stops giving back what you put in.
And after all that working out, trying to figure this out, you start to think, Ephraim, man, is it me?
It's not you. It's testosterone. It declines after 40, and it takes everything with it.
All right, so check this out. M-Drive is built exactly for what we're talking about. So what you do, you take 2 capsules every morning, or you can take the powder, which is what Alex uses for us. He makes us these great smoothie. Ephraim loves them. I love them. Clinically tested ingredients and support healthy testosterone, energy, and metabolism.
And by the way, we're still waiting on our M-Drive drinks, Alex.
He ain't listening to us
But the thing about it, this is what really got me. A scientist named Gary Keogh built this thing almost 20 years ago for himself after feeling the same change.
So we're both working on our health. We're trying to get right now. And M-Drive is a part of our routine.
Over 1 million men have used it, 1,000,001, including me.
That's a whole bunch of people. 60-day money guarantee, money back guarantee.
We're in the middle of this, and so far,
we both agree it is working.
It's working. mdriveformen.com, code COUPLE, gets you 20% off your first order.
Take advantage of that. Stop playing around. mdriveformen.com.
M-Drive for men who still show up.
Odd Couple.
Becky Hammond, you'll recall a few years ago, she raised some eyebrows when she was on ESPN during the playoffs talking about Jalen Brunson. She said, quote, if your best player is small, you are not winning. Well, now, flash forward to May 2026, Jalen Brunson is the quarterback of the hottest thing since sliced bread.
Yeah, but wait a minute. And the thing that kills me is now it's about Jalen Brunson, but you said it. When did the team turn around when Mike Brown made a change to where everything was facilitated through
Cat?
Okay,
Big
go ahead.
facts.
I'm just saying that, like you can't have it both ways. Like when they made that change, he played hero ball in those games in Atlanta, and they lost, and then he made the change. So is it the change or is it Jalen Brunson?
I think he's playing. They're playing better as a whole. He's still the guy. He's the.
But
engine.
I'm just saying, like,
yeah. But they finally found a better offensive way to get everybody involved.
So, of course, with the Knicks headed to the NBA Finals, Becky Hammon was asked about her infamous comments this week. Here's her response.
You're taking a little bit of grief from what you said about Jalen Brunson.
You are. I'm not big in that.
I never said, hey.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying.
No, I mean, I speak from experience, and I never, Allen Iverson got MVP, and he lost in the finals, and I think the two best teams are probably in the West. But I'm up for being proven wrong. And that's the other thing is I think Jalen Brunson's a hell of a player, hell of a player. I'm speaking historically on the NBA with what I said. I don't know why that's being brought, like why everybody's so stuck on that. I said it 2 years ago. I stand by it.
I'm letting you clear the air.
There's no air to be cleared. I said what I said. He proves me wrong. He proves me wrong. I mean, good for him. But I do think the two best teams are in the West.
We know who you like, right?
Oh, well, you know who I'm cheering for.
Hey, I'm with Becky. Becky, I'm with you. I stand with Becky. She's talking about historical. She is. We've talked about it before. She's not breaking any news. And when the Knicks lose with Jalen Brunson, is anybody going to go back to her and go, "Hey, Becky, you were right"? How many people going to go back to Becky and say she was right? No. So I'm glad that she didn't back down. She's not like some of the callers with Kelvin. You know what I'm saying?
Let me calling you back. Rob. Okay, you right, Rob. I'm sorry I called.
I don't have any issue with Becky. She's talking about historically. She's backed it up. Allen Iverson was an MVP. Mm-hmm. Allen Iverson did come to Los Angeles, Rob G, and win game 1 of the NBA Finals, right?
Stepped over Ty Lue.
And then what happened?
That was it.
That was it. That's all I'm saying. And it doesn't mean are the Knicks for sure going to win the NBA championship? And then you can put that to rest. And she said it. If he proves me wrong, I'll gladly acknowledge that he was right and I was wrong.
You know what I love about her? That she stood on business. She was on some Rob Parker. I call her Becky Parker right now. She was her brand muffin bag. She was consistent with it. No, listen, she's right. And I want her to be so wrong, just as a, not the tallest person in the world. Formerly 4'11" in high school. I told you that. Thank God I grew some.
I can't believe you were 4'11".
I know. I can't believe it. I told you all.
You had to be bullied, right? Did they bully
No.
you?
What? Come on now. See, now you took it too far.
Why?
Come on, man.
I would have bullied you if you were 4'11" in high school.
First of all.
I was 6'1".
First of all, your boy had hands.
Okay.
Second of all, your boy's charming. Are you kidding me? Well, they were bullying. You know what I'm saying? Third of all, I was cool with the ladies and the teachers and everybody was cool. I was cool. I was like,
the girls thought you were like cute, right?
Well, the juniors and seniors, they just put me on the hip like a little baby. They said, now when you go through puberty, come here. You so cute when you get older. I was like, so yeah, juniors and seniors a little rough.
I can't imagine. I was never 4'11". I don't think.
Well, I think you were for a minute. I don't think you came out the womb 6'4". Okay, but I kept growing. So my point is, I wanted to be wrong, but history has proven we only really have, Rob, 2 examples. Zeke, which, as you know, you obviously spent all those years in Detroit. Isaiah Thomas, Zeke. And then Steph Curry, more recently. That's really it. We have guys who were good. We have guys who gotten close. We have guys who were dominant. But those are the only 2. We got Steve Nash, back-to-back MVP. But he never got to the finals. We got Chris Paul.
There were a lot,
arguably the best player at point guard for a decade. He got to the finals when he was like third or fourth fiddle with the Suns, but I mean he never got there when he was with the good teams, when he was with the Rockets, when he was with the Clippers, never able to do it. Allen Iverson, as she mentioned, he got there. He was that guy for years. We know that. Never could quite pull it off. So I want her to be wrong, but unfortunately history has proven that she's right. Wow. The Dodgers. Are you keeping up with this, Monty? They were up. What were they up?
6-1.
6-1. And now
they're down 7-6.
Took Shohei out.
Jeez.
God forbid. And I'm sure he was, they're starting to hit him a little bit. But, boy, sometimes I know these old pitchers. Like, can you give us a complete game?
Give us something.
Can you go 8 or 9? Like, why did you have to be? All right, that's enough. You have to come out.
Take him out the game. You hurt us.
My goodness. All right, we got a lot to update you on. So, of course, we were talking about the Dodgers. Big comeback by the Pirates, who the Dodgers had a huge night. Dodgers had a huge night on them last night.
6-1 to 7-3?
6-1 to 7-3.
What was the score you said?
I'm not doing that.
Oh, I was going to say that sounded like a Ephraim Salaam high school growth spurt.
6-7? Yeah, good point. I just didn't want to do the 6-7 thing.
We don't do that.
That's why they want to do that.
That's brainless stuff.
All right, 41
brain rot
to 22. My gosh, the Spurs are up big.
Came
over the
out
Knicks.
On fire.
Making all the shots, defense and player. They got the technical foul on Mitchell Robinson.
Cat, two early fouls, right?
And they look rattled. They being the Knicks.
Yes.
They look rattled.
And Wemby talking trash.
He talking smack.
Oh, my goodness. He's laughing. Wemby is in their head. He
Big
is
time.
mind-melding them.
Yes.
See, I changed that up right there.
That's good. You was quick. I was worried for a minute.
Come on, man.
For over 40 years,
Hit
by
the
the way.
dump button.
Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, for what, and for where they drive. Ship fast and free. Backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com. It is the way tire buying should be. Just any other thoughts on this game before I throw this other football story at you?
I think the problem is, and I talked about this before the game, the Knicks found themselves in a situation where they've woken up a team that has something, an unguardable force. Right? It's one thing. Like, look, Jalen Brunson is great, but you can guard him.
Mm-hmm.
As great as he is.
Stephon Castle's doing a great job of that.
No one can guard Wemby. Now, Wemby can guard himself and be out of place and not be aggressive, but no one can guard him. Karl Anthony Towns has done a great job on him, but what just happened? Wemby's being so aggressive, Karl Anthony Towns picked up 2 quick fouls. He couldn't even really play in the first quarter.
Yep.
And the second foul was an offensive foul where he hooked and clamped down on Wemby's arm on a drive that was unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
Like that type of stuff. And this has been the biggest knock for Karl Anthony Towns
Stupid foul.
his whole career. Dumb early fouls.
They're reverting back, Ephraim. The Knicks, if you're a fan of the Knicks, what you don't like is, and this happens in life, when you start to revert back to the bad ways, right? If you start to change your ways and whatever things, and for them, they change their offense. Karl Anthony Towns have been great during the postseason without the fouls. And now, Jay Brunson, hero ball.
Hey, man.
Karl Anthony Towns doing the fouls.
They blew it up.
You're starting to see them revert back to the bad Knicks, which was the Knicks that had us halfway through the season kind of being like, what's going on? Why? The Knicks supposed to be better than this. This is supposed to be the team in the East, bounce back season for them, and they're struggling right now. 0 for 3 for Jalen Brunson, 5 for 7 for 13 points for Wemby. So we'll continue to keep you updated on that. I did want to throw this one out you, Ephraim. So Micah Parsons, always check, he's one to never shy away from some conversations. The NFL had their social team, and they created a whole little controversy when they posted a snippet ahead of their, they do the top 100 players in their show that they do this. So they had a teaser, and it basically was acting as if Micah Parsons gave the top spot to Caleb Williams. So as a teaser, selling it. He came out and said, yeah, man, he said, Iceman, he's that man. I can't lie. I love the celebration and everything. It's super great. I won't even lie to you. I always want to see people succeed regardless of who they play for. I just don't want them to succeed against me. And like I said, I got something for Iceman for sure. He said, where there's ice, there's fire, and I'm fire. But point is, he went on to talk about Steve, but he didn't say he's the best. He was just naming how good he is, and I hope he,
And it's a division rival.
Exactly. So he kind of walked it back. He said he was a little upset at them for, insinuating as if he said he's the best.
Bro,
but
yeah,
it leads to the larger conversation. And we're seeing this, to me, you see it in sports with Wemby, or and if you want to maybe say a Cooper Flag, for an example. I think, shout out to Drake.
I thought you said Iceman.
I did. But that was talking about Caleb Williams this time, not Drake.
Wow.
My bad. There's a lot of Iceman.
I believe Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams, his big arm, all those game winners, and the nail polish, he may actually be the most talented right now. Like, that's not – I'm not even mad at that if someone said he's the most talented. But I don't think that means the best quite yet. And sometimes you can see it coming, right? Like if you see Cooper Flagg, couple back-to-back games of 50, you're like, okay, we see what's coming.
Yes.
We see he's going to be one of those ones in the league for the next 10, 12 years. You see that. And to me, that's Caleb Williams right now. Caleb Williams, you saw how special he is when he's locked in, but I also saw plenty of games where he was inaccurate, where he had some of the worst.
Well, yes.
He had some of the worst statistics when you're talking about completion percentage, when you're talking about third down conversion, when you're talking about off-target passes. He was one of some of the worst in those categories. And also, to me, some of those times that he had to save the day, he and the team put themselves in a position where you shouldn't have had to save the day. To his credit, he did 7 times last year and was able to have some amazing finishes. Was also kind of weird, as great as he was and all those amazing finishes, still to this day, as Deontay Wilder said, they still don't have a 4,000-yard passer yet, the Bears, including an extra game. This ain't the games of 17 games, and he still didn't throw for 4,000 yards. But I think what we see and why Madden put him on the cover, why Micah's talking about and singing his praises, and why I think the projection is you see what's coming. I don't think he's quite there yet. I think Ben Johnson's going to continue to work on him. I think Ben Johnson's going to cut down on some of the bad passes, cut down on some of the off targets, make him believe in his progression more. And, Ephraim, I think he'll find that perfect balance between using his legs and athleticism. Because it's tough, right? Lamar and Josh, some of these guys have to figure that out. And I think he'll be on his way. I don't think he's there yet, as where, like you would say, he's the best, the top spot, if with that 100 ranking.
The thing that I need to see from Caleb Williams is the completion percentage to increase. We saw this early on with Josh Allen. Josh Allen, his first year was right around 50-something, and then got up to 56 his second year. But in that third year, he hit with about 72, 73% completion percentage, and that's what took him over the top in terms of being that guy and one of those quarterbacks that you can be like, oh, okay, there's something different here. If Caleb Williams in his third year in this Ben Johnson offense can come in and give that level of improvement in terms of his accuracy, brother, watch out.
It's scary. It'll be scary.
That NFC North is going to be something
I hate it.
Good luck, Detroit.
Yeah, because if Detroit's offensive line isn't, this is the difference. Caleb Williams is special, and he can make something happen.
And hit another home run.
Okay, the Dodgers. Shohei
look at the bat. He threw the bat. Look, I love bat flips. He threw the bat.
I don't even know if that was a back flip.
He threw that thing.
That. Yeah, no, we got to fight. And by fight, I mean I'm Shohei fighting my team.
Right, yes.
That's what I meant, Monty.
Yes.
Caleb Williams, last point I was going to make. I said this to Rob when you talk about the NFC North, Ephraim. Jared Goff, I said this is the last year. And what I meant by that was if they don't replenish that offensive line and get back to where they can run and him being protected so he can be 75%. Look at Osani looking like I'm cussing everybody out in the locker room. We get in the clubhouse. My concern is, aside from Matthew Stafford, but he gets it out so fast with all those crazy weird throws and his defense is good and all that McVay system, there's really no one left like a Jared Goff. He's the last of the Mohicans, if you want to say. Like who?
Yeah, you're right.
Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, Drake May, Lamar, Josh, San Francisco. Why did I blank right now? Purdy, Brock Purdy. All these guys can move. Justin Herbert. All these guys, and if you can't move,
it's a different breed. It's different. It's different now.
Right. So Jared Goff, you're that last sit in the pocket. I need everything to be perfect guy.
Matthew Stafford.
But the difference with him to me. He knows that, so he has different angles, and he knows how to get it out. Yeah. Jared Goff is he's that last Peyton, Tom Brady. If you come in, I'm laying down.
Aaron Rodgers ain't going nowhere.
I don't count him.
Okay,
why is he still in the NFL?
Well, hey, man, I'm just throwing
I don't even count
there.
Aaron Rodgers. Why he's still in the NFL? But you get what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
I was telling Rob, I said, yes, I'm a Lions fan, but I'm a realist. If that line ain't A1,
but they got a great offensive line.
Top 3, top 5. They struggled last year.
They did because they missed a tackle.
If they can get back to that with Gibbs and all the stuff they got, okay. But if it's mediocre, middle of the pack, because you can't do that anymore. You just can't. Your quarterback has to be dynamic. All right, George Reister going to join us. We'll talk maybe throw a couple of these football stories and also the NBA Finals at him as well. I will give you an update But I'm going to let Monty do this because, Monty, this is –
Monty. Yeah.
You know who the Knicks are acting like right now?
Yeah.
The Atlanta Hawks.
Clippers.
Remember when
I knew you were going to say Clippers. Such a hater. I mean, maybe a little bit like the Clippers.
Remember when the
like
Knicks blew the Hawks out by 88 or whatever it was?
Yeah.
My God.
No, the Knicks look rattled, and Jose Alvarado literally just grabbed Victor Wembanyama's leg. They reviewed the call. They didn't upgrade it to a flagrant, but I thought they could have because he literally just grabbed his leg in an attempt to stop him from rebounding, and it ended up being an and one as De'Aaron Fox made the shot. Wemby did make the and one. Spurs lead right now 48-27. The Knicks do look rattled. As a team, they are shooting 35% from the field compared to San Antonio that is shooting 68% from the field. They're also shooting 67% from beyond the arc. I mean, New York has only taken 6 threes and they've made 3 of them, but it's definitely like the Spurs don't look young right now. That's not what they look like. Victor Wembanyama, he's got 14 points. When it comes to New York, OG Anunoby, he's got 10 points. So it's early in the second quarter. Plenty of game. We'll see how it ends up. Yeah, in Major League Baseball, the Dodgers were up, not anymore. Tyler Callaghan with a 3-run shot in the 8th inning gave the Pirates the lead. They're up 9-6, bottom of the 8th inning in Pittsburgh. Twins are holding on to a 4-3 lead over the Tigers in Detroit. It's the bottom of the 5th. Phillies have extended their lead over the Blue Jays in Toronto, 7-1, bottom of the 7th there. Cardinals lead the Mets in New York, 8-2, top of the 9th inning. White Sox on the scoreboard. They lead the Braves 2-0, top of the 7th at home. Rangers and the Royals are tied at 2, top of the 6th. Cubs lead the Rockies in Colorado 1-0, top of the 4th. Brewers over the A's right now 2-0, bottom of the 2nd inning. Jackson Holiday with the grand slam as the Orioles defeated the Mariners 7-2 while the Marlins blanked the Diamondbacks 8-0. A couple of grand slams today. I didn't mention the one for LA because they're losing right now. Ryan Ward hit a grand slam, but also for the Giants, they completed a comeback from Bryce Eldridge, who hit a grand slam. They defeated the Nationals 11-10. That was a walk-off. In NFL news, Colts wide receiver Alec Pierce can miss parts of training camp and maybe more as he continues to rehab from off-season ankle surgery in March. Green Bay Packers tight end Tucker Kraft says that he's going to play in Week 1 against Minnesota as he tries to return from a torn ACL. No Stanley Cup final. Game 5 is going to be tomorrow, Thursday at 8 Eastern. Series is tied at 2 apiece. The World Cup also starts tomorrow, Thursday. USA, though, won't have their match until Friday against Paraguay. Back to you guys.
Remember in Rocky?
Thank you, man.
When what was his name? The trainer, the old bald-head black dude. Throw the dang towel.
Throwing the dang towel.
This is what right now. Throw the dang towel. Throw the towel in for the Knicks. My gosh. They might have to go back to San Antonio. How did he make that?
How did he make that?
54-32. Spurs up 8:50 left in the second quarter. I mean, are the Spurs trying to go like $180? My gosh, they're hitting it all like it's one of those games where every shot, Champagny just hit a 3.
They're wide open shots though. They're stepping in rhythm and hitting these shots.
And the confidence is through the roof. They're 11 for 16 from 3. That's just incredible. So if you're the Knicks, you just got to keep fighting because you want to try to get something going for game. What would that be? 5. Back in San Antonio if this looks like it's going to play out as it is. Now, again, we have seen some leads evaporate in the last couple of postseasons, so we'll continue to watch this. Joining us now, George Reister, of course, who you got some smoke with right now.
Man, I tell you what, man, you think you know somebody, you go to war with them, you battle.
What you got to say to that, George?
Hello?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I got you.
George Reister, of course, the Unafraid Show with George Reister, former NFL tight end and former colleague or teammate, I should say, with Ephraim. And Ephraim feels some type of way that he's been ignoring him.
Look, I just you think you know a guy and you guys bond, you're teammates and all of that, business partners, and then one day he doesn't know you.
What?
He just doesn't know you.
I know you, Ephraim. I do owe you a phone call back, bro.
I got kids too. I know it's the end of the school. I know what's going on with you. We doing the now. You got 12 kids. I only have 2, so that's different.
I have 5.
That's
you know what's funny?
What's the difference between 5 and 12? At a certain point, you just start forgetting names. So
Ephraim, what's funny about that? I just met like 4 George kids. I thought I knew all his kids.
Yeah,
the
4 kids that you go over his house and they just keep coming from New York. Who is that?
I've known George for 5-6 years, so I just met like 5 other kids. Hey, how you doing?
He got all ages. He got a 41-year-old and a 3-year-old. I'm like, bro, what is happening right now? What the hell is going on over here, George? You and your wife need a new hobby, man. Y'all need to start reading to each other and stuff.
Hey, man, be fruitful and multiply.
Yeah,
all
it
right.
is biblical.
All right,
let's get to this, man. A guide you on with us right now. The Knicks are getting smashed. I don't know if you had a chance to see it. Right now, they're down 59.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, 59-34.
Yes.
And it's not just one of those, we're just hitting everything from the Spurs end. It's that they're defending well. You know, they're aggressive. They're doing everything you would hope they would do if you're the Spurs. What are you making of this game and just the last game and almost a half now?
Oh, getting over that New York Knicks streak was the most difficult hurdle because they were playing. I mean, they didn't believe that they could lose. They didn't lose for 14, 15 games.
Yeah,
they were like,
40-plus days.
Yes, they were like, we're going to sail all the way home. And now everybody has a plan till they get punched in the face. And now they have realized that they are mere mortals compared to the alien and compared to them young whippersnappers who are figuring out how to win every single second. Because if you don't get the Spurs this year, Lord have mercy, unless they get hurt, Stephon Castle, Vasil, Dylan Harper's going to be a top 5 player
Period.
in short order. Wemby, bro, this team is built as everything that they thought OKC was going to be, this team is. And Wemby's a dog. And it is clear, like the New York Knicks fans have been getting upset. They're like, he pushed Bronson down in the back of his head and all this stuff. Nobody's retaliating until today, right? And you had all these analysts. If I was on the floor, I would have did this. It is clear that everybody in the NBA knows something about Wemby. I don't know if he got bodies. I don't know if he got like secret mob ties and they scaring everybody. But nobody is retaliating on this thin man because they know something. He's terrifying people.
He is a dog, man. He out there showing the world that I'm ready to be the face of the league. George, I know you're out in your pool party. You still at the pool party?
No, man. The pool party is shut down.
Where my family at? Did you kick my family out?
Yes, man. Hey. Don't let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you.
George.
Everybody got to go.
George, we're not going to keep you. I just was busting your balls because you do owe me a call. We trying to get something going, and you messing with the money, man. Okay, we got updates on projects and all kinds of stuff. So hit me tomorrow morning. You don't have to get up and take the kids; they're out of school. So when you get up,
well, actually, we got practice at 6:30 in the morning. Ephraim.
Well, don't call me when you get up. I'll call you when I get up. I'll call you. I'll call you when I get up.
Hey, real quick, George, who did you pick in this series? He picked the Spurs. Rob picked the Spurs. I picked the Knicks in 7. Who did you have before? Obviously, with the beginning of it.
Before I had the Spurs in 6. I just believe that this team is special. And when Wemby uttered the words, "I want to win so bad, it's like my life depends on it," I was like, "You can't beat that." Like he literally feels like it's life or death. And remember how he looked when his 17 and under team lost to Chet? He's decided to rip Chet's soul out every time he's played him since. And then in the Olympics, did you see how he was crying after he lost in the gold medal game? Bro, this is going to, losing this might kill him. And he will not let that happen.
All right, well, shoot, man. We'll see how this plays out. Right now, it's definitely looking like we might have a 2-2 series heading back to San Antonio. Appreciate it. Thank you, man.
Appreciate you, George.
All right.
Tell the fam I said hey.
Okay, I will.
No doubt. George Reister, no doubt. The George Reister, the Unafraid Show with George Reister. Make sure you give that a listen and a view on YouTube as well. All right, man. We got last call, 877-99 on Fox. 877-99 on Fox. We will, of course, keep you updated in this game. Keep you updated if the Dodgers are going to actually come back against the Pirates. How are they going to come back? My goodness.
It's over.
No, it's not over yet.
Oh,
it is over.
Yeah,
It is
that's
over.
it. It's over.
Yeah.
It's done.
Dodgers lose 9-8. Pittsburgh wins.
Wow.
Shohei hit a home run in the ninth.
Blow the bullpen up.
He has
and
to
they've
be
been
like,
great this year, but that's awful.
Alex, can I get my Tyrese for more than you want from me? Because this is how Shohei must feel.
What more do you want from me?
7 innings, 1 run given up, and then I hit a home run. I had an RB. Like, what more do you want from me? It is the Odd Couple on a Worship Wednesday. Ephraim in for Rob. Last call, 877-99 on Fox. You want to get in, it's your chance to do so. Fox Sports Radio.
Rob G., Charles Barkley had something really interesting to say about Jalen Brunson.
That's right. We're counting down tip-off of Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Knicks up 1-0 here in San Antonio in this NBA Finals. And Charles Barkley, friend of the show, friend of the program, was on PTI earlier this week with Michael Wilbon, Tony Corners, and more friends of the program. We love all those guys.
Absolutely. I know everybody.
And even though Rob's on the Wemby train, and rightfully so, there's a lot of people right now jumping on the Jalen Brunson bandwagon, including our friend the Chuckster, who had some very high praise for the diminutive point guard.
Listen, I said this a few years ago. I think Brunson might turn out to be the greatest free agent signing. I'm not talking about LeBron and Kevin Durant and guys like that, but I think Brunson, if he's able to deliver a championship to New York, it'll be the greatest free agent signing in NBA history. There's nobody knew he was going to be this good. I didn't. You guys, nobody. No. When New York signed him, they didn't think he was going to be this good. He's turned them into a perennial contender. They went from never being talked about to the conference finals last year. Now they're in the finals because of Brunson. So if he's able to finish this journey, Mike, it would be the greatest free agent sign in NBA history.
I think, Keith, you can go first. And I think he even had to stop himself because there's some big free agents who have done way more than Brunson. I get it about the caliber compared to the other guys. But, Keith, what's your take on Barkley in this?
Yeah, first off, job not finished, job finished, job not finished. They still have to go out and win the finals, okay? I understand.
I agree with that.
I understand Charles has to, have some hot takes. He has to, have a hyperbolic take, like something like that. He's got to say something like that with his chest. I'll say this, though. For the New York Knicks, it's already set in stone. NBA all-time, it's tough to say. I guess, I didn't like the part where he said not talking about LeBron and KD. Why not?
Right.
They won championships joining the teams that they joined, but I guess it's because it felt like they joined super teams, right? They joined a team that already had stars. This Knicks team didn't have stars when Brunson came here. The credit goes to Leon Rose. It also goes to Rick Brunson. Leon Rose was an agent with CAA. Rick Brunson was one of his clients. They are close, like family friends. And when they took a chance to bring Jalen here, Knicks fans, right at WFAN, I remember doing shows and talking. People thought it was a mid move. They thought that they were like they didn't understand why they were doing it. They're like, this is typical Knicks. These guys don't know what they're doing. Why are they doing this? And the Knicks never have a point guard. They finally found their point guard. And look where they are today. And look at how polished this dude is, how much of a lion this dude is. Nobody knew that, but you know who knew it? Leon Rose, Rick Brunson, and James Dolan, who hired Leon Rose to do the job. So I think for the Knicks, it's set in stone. And I think you can mention it with LeBron and with KD, even more so because he did not join superstars like Steph Curry or Dwayne Wade. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, they started to add around him. They went out and added Cat, OG Anunoby, Bridges. They added guys around. Even had to go add Josh Hart. They added to Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, I don't think you can make that claim in the NBA, and I get it. The Knicks haven't won since Moby Dick was a guppy, so I get the reason why Barkley would even say that because it would be monumental. They haven't won since the 70s. You know what I mean? Yes, they went to the finals before in 94. They went in 99. I get that. But it's been since the 70s that they actually won a championship. So it would be huge. But when you look at LeBron going to Miami and then, going to 4 straight NBA finals, right? Winning 2 championships, KD by himself elevated what you think about the Warriors, right? As good as Steph and Clay and Draymond, they choked down a 3-1 lead. What happened when KD got there? They became unbeatable. So you can't poo-poo KD's presence and what he was able to do with Golden State. They begged him to come, Keith. Why did they beg him to come? They just choked down a 3-1 lead, the first team in NBA history to give up a 3-1 lead in the finals, right? So
yeah, I think when you think about it, though, it's just because we all knew it was game, set, match. Remember back then they were calling KD a cupcake. It wasn't that type of thing. I think a lot is to be said about how you enter and, kind of under-promise and over-perform for Jalen Brunson.
We left out one other guy, and Shaq, and the Shaq factor, right?
But he was joining Kobe.
Okay, but they went and got him for a reason, and when he got there, they became a juggernaut. They won 3 in a row, and they went, what did they go, Rob? 4 out of 5? Rob G, 4 out of 5? I mean, I'm just saying, his impact, that's another free agent. He was a free agent.
Fox Sports Radio. It is the Odd Couple. Kelvin Washington Ephraim Salaam on this Worship Wednesday. And big shout out to George Reister, man. Appreciate him joining us. Michael Thompson for joining us. Mike Hill as well. Really good show. And you can always catch the podcast. Just search the Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast. Do it! We'll have a full version. We'll have a best of version. Brandon's working on that right now. Please rate us 5 stars, provide a review, all that good stuff. You can always check out the YouTube page as well. So all the ways to stay in contact. They got AJ DeBonsa at the game, too, talking to Adam. So he's like, this is about to be your league, too, right? This is what we do, baby. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. So come on up in here and just get it busy. 59-38 halfway through the second quarter. Spurs are still up. Knicks trying to find a way to make some type of comeback. Ephraim, I said if they – maybe 15. If you go down halftime down 15, maybe you rub the sweat off your brow and go, whew, because it could have been worse. Because it could have been 30. The way they were up 25 not moments ago. All right, let's get to last call. Then we'll kind of break down a little bit more of this game for you.
Last call.
Last call.
Last call time on the Odd Couple. Ephraim, we all have choices. Why are you half-assing that?
Yeah. I need you. You supposed to. You see how use the diaphragm.
What are you doing, E?
Leave me alone.
You're supposed to.
My job is done.
Now what?
No,
don't do that. You got 5 minutes.
All right, let's do it again.
Let's get to Dylan.
Go do it again.
I'll do it again. Okay, rewind that for us, Alex.
This is the last call.
It's last call. Last call time on the Odd Couple.
All right, there you go. Larry, much
that better?
Last
Way
call.
better. Okay.
Dylan, you are the last call.
Oh, guys, I really enjoy your show.
Appreciate you,
Thank
brother.
you,
Thank
Dylan.
you, man.
Do you like it when I'm here, Dylan?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a Milwaukee Brewers fan, and I have 2 questions.
Yep.
My first question is, who do you think Milwaukee's MVP is?
That's a good question. I don't know, so I'm not even gonna act like I do right now.
It's got to be the pitcher, right? What's his name?
Mizrowski?
Yes.
Jacob Mizrowski?
Yes.
Is that you being the fan? Is that who you would say?
Yes.
No, I would say Contreras.
Oh,
Contreras.
okay. That's okay.
Okay.
That
All
works.
right, my
Second question.
Do the Packers have a legitimate chance of getting a Lombardi this year?
I don't think so. I think they have they're gonna be good, But I don't think they're going to be a top contender. Like he said, a legitimate. I don't think so.
No, I disagree with that. I do think Micah Parsons coming back and the energy he brought to that team when he got there. Also, Jordan Love being who the Packers are going to compete. They're going
I agree
to
with
compete,
that.
and they're going to have an opportunity to compete to win that division.
Are they better than Seahawks? Are they better than the Rams? I don't even know they're better than the 49ers.
If they have home field advantage, yes.
Then you mentioned the division.
Yes.
Are the Bears going to take that next step? Do the Lions bounce back?
I would still lean towards, and like I said earlier, thank you for the call,
Thank you,
buddy.
appreciate it.
Like I said earlier, if Caleb Williams, they're not going to be what they need him to be if he's still completing 56% of his passes. It's not going to happen. So if he takes a jump, right, 20% jump in completion percentage, they're going to be a problem. If not, the favorites to win that division are the Packers.
So the Packers, you still got the Vikings. As bad as they were, somehow they were 9-8.
Yeah.
So the Vikings feel like they can be better with maybe Kyler Murray.
I think the Vikings will be better with Kyler.
The Lions feel like that was an anomaly. I think they were 9-8 as well. And they say, hey, we're better than that. So that division, I mean, you could say the NFC West. You could say maybe the AFC West as well.
AFC West is crazy.
Yeah, so those are a handful of the competitive divisions in the NFL as well. So appreciate the call, Dylan, there. Still, man, it's up to 26, 66-40.
They're bodying him. Dylan Harper just dribbled through the whole defense, getting fouled all the way, and then laid the ball up on their lips.
And the craziest part about it is when you're watching this game for me, Ephraim, is how, again, you hooped, you know this game. Sometimes another team is just hot. I think what is making this scary, if I were the Knicks, is they're making shots, but then they're coming down and defending as if they're down 15, the Spurs. You know what I mean? They're defending like their life is on the line. So it's one thing if you're just like, man, they're just hot. What are you going to do? They hit all these three. They're defending like, no, like we're the team that's down. And that's what makes this team scary is that they're on both sides of the ball right now. And if you're the Knicks, you just got to find a way to calm it down. I mean, and at a certain point, this might just be, hey, we won 2 in their place. They won 2 in ours. This is some kind of weird, fluky series where the home team hasn't won one yet. Maybe that'll change in Game 5. But so far right now, man, this is just a massacre going on in Madison Square Garden. My goodness. I got to check the box score to see what Wemby and what the guys have.
There's a different level of energy being played on the court. The aggressors the right way are the Spurs. The aggressors the wrong way, which is evident by the early foul trouble, are the New York Knicks. They came out. They got a couple technicals already, flagrant. They came out trying to prove something and be physical in a way that's non-basketball, and the refs were ready for it. And I'm like, what's the point? Just play basketball.
Dylan Harper, he had a solid game, but he's bounced back now with efficiency. He's 5 or 6. He's got 12. You got De'Aaron Fox with 13. He's been kind of MIA throughout the series for them. Victor Wembanyama with 14. You got a Vassell, I should say, 15. He's 5 for 5, 4 for 4 from 3. I mean, my goodness. And by the way, if you want to know plus minus, Victor Wembanyama plus minus, what do you think it is?
Everyone knows it's Wemby.
15.
29.
Ooh, snap. And I'm out.
My gosh. And same thing with the score. 29-point lead for the Spurs. All right. Appreciate it, man. Good show, my guy.
Great show. Thanks for having me.
The Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon is coming up next.
I never miss your radio show. I never hear it, so I never miss it.
Did you hear that?